Okay. Among option or din na pour ngapi. Okay, no problem. Ngana mfanga straight wala. So,
down alieta santo nyimmi muri chati ya fenke blue ar blue ring fenko le bije kolanye wala mala.
okay. So now, Richard, you are welcome to the platform. And I think so many people are listening. We have a technical problem here, but I think we will get over it. So you can just introduce yourself to everyone and tell us who you are, yeah, and where you're from, things like that. Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Richard. Presently, living in the UK.
Yeah.
Originally from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Well, I first visited Gambia back in 2022, I think, just after the COVID. Reason being, I was diagnosed with blood cancer, and I was trying to find some natural treatment. Right. So after getting around in the Gambia, hotel wasn't that suitable. It was too expensive for me. So I have a friend back here in Edinburgh who knows, who I spoke to, who has a business as me. We are both restaurant owner at the time. And I told him that I wanted somewhere I was looking at a place. Right. So he started to help me to look for a place. And then he introduced me to Siliba and say, Siliba have a place for rent. Right. And that is where the relationship began. And one thing just led to another, and he introduced me to say he's a businessman and he's involved in different things, goal, getting license for things, rice, different things, and I became much interested.
Okay, which means that on your arrival, somebody before you when you came to Gambia, you were sick. You said you were sick. You were diagnosed with blood cancer, and then you were having some kind of difficulties financially. You cannot pay for a very expensive hotel, and somebody.
No, I was using the hotel, but
Yeah.
I found then somebody then it was quite expensive, and then somebody said, why don't I get a place? Why don't I get a compound or something like that? So I started to look into it and realized it was much cheaper.
Okay, this person who introduced you to Mr. Silaba, can you tell us his name, please?
His name is Alio. He owns a restaurant also in Edinburgh called 10 to 10.
10 to 10. He owns a restaurant in Edinburgh, in England. Named
in Scotland.
Scotland.
Edinburgh.
Yeah. 10 to 10.
Called 10 to 10. Yeah.
He's Aliu.
Yeah, Alio.
Okay, he was the one who introduced you to Mr. Silaba.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. So he was the one who introduced you to him. So when you met Mr. Silaba, what kind of impression did you get? Oh, because I know when you went to the Gambia, you didn't know Silaba by then. You were staying at his.
I didn't know him. I was introduced to him in by Alio when I got there as well.
Ah, okay. So at what point in time did he introduce his business to you? Did he do that immediately when you met him, or it took some time before he introduced you?
It took a little time a little time back and forth.
Oh.
Back and forth in communication. While he's telling me that he has a place available. He even took me to the place, but eventually found out that the place that he took me to was his house where he lives, which was not for rent.
Ah, he took you to his house because of special treatment, because he knows Aliu, or for what reason did he take you to his place?
Well, he was saying it was there for rent. Because he had more than one premises there. He didn't tell me that he was living there, right? It's more than one place. He has a big place and upstairs and downstairs place there. And he tried to get me to the upstairs and downstairs place. And I tell him I wasn't interested in that. I was interested in the other one because I could have, I could have used it to do other things as well.
Okay, good. So you were there for how long? Were you living at this place, this premises?
I didn't live there at the time. I was staying at 7-Eleven, just opposite his hotel. What you have Amsterdam. It's called Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, so yeah, his hotel.
Yeah, opposite his hotel. 7-Eleven is opposite. I was staying there.
Mm-hmm.
When he introduced me to the property that he has.
Yeah, what kind of information did he give you that convinced you, that made you convinced that that he was a reliable person?
Well, I actually saw some real stones, and I actually hold the real gold because I have pictures of me with the real gold and the real stones and stuff like that. But at the time, I didn't have the money like that to purchase it, right? So I went away, right? And we sort of kept in communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he also has a wife at 7-Eleven, and that is where the meeting took place. I have pictures with me sitting around the table.
Yeah, I have that video. I will post it immediately after this program. I will post it on the TikTok here and on YouTube because I want to adjust it with something. I want to create a video on it, and so that people also will know and believe that it really transpired between you and Mr. Silla Samate, because I sent him that same video the day you called me, and the day I called him, when he denied that he didn't know you, he didn't have any transaction with a person named Richard. I sent him that particular video because in that video, people can see that. If I post it, you will see he himself was in that picture. You were there, and so many people. And there was a gold in a very big bag, showing it to,
Yes, that is that one. But there's one before that one. There's some pictures before that one.
Yeah, there is a picture also where he was holding this, and where he sent you also a picture that he received them from Conakry. They sent it to him with his name written on it.
Right. That as well. There's a lot of things,
Yeah.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of evidence.
Okay, based on that assurance that you have on Mr. Silaba, you were so convinced that you were ready to go into a business transaction with him, and you paid him an amount of how many £1,000 was it? Can you tell us in your own words?
It's 35,000 or over 35,000. But what I have written down in slips and so is 35. Each transaction, each time we did a transaction, which was a physical transaction, because I actually took the money from the bank here in the UK and took it there, the physical cash.
That means all at once you took all the £35,000 from the bank?
No, not all at once. No.
Mm-hmm. So can you tell us? Is it? Yeah, because I spoke with you and you told me this money was borrowed from the bank. Some part of the money.
It's from the bank. It's from the bank. Yeah, it's from the bank. And I told him when I was doing what business with him, right? I said, look, the only place I know where to get money from is the bank. I don't know anywhere else to get any money from.
Mm-hmm.
It's only the bank I can get money from because I have a good relationship with the bank.
Okay. So you went to the bank. What was the first payment you did, if you can remember fully well?
Well, the first payment I did, right, but when he did ask to set up the certificate because he said he needed money in order to get the certificates.
Certificate for what? To register business or certificate?
For the gold.
Ah.
For the transaction.
For the gold transaction.
Yeah, he needed to get the government the certificate from the certain offices in the Gambia to get the certificate so I can take the gold out of the Gambia.
Okay, how much was that?
That was 3,500 to begin with.
Pounds, sterling.
Yeah, £3,500. Yeah.
Did you get to see that certificate? Have he given you that certificate to show you that he actually applied for this certificate?
No, he did not show me because he said, when it's for the airport purpose. right? And when we travel, when we departing, or before departure or something like that, the certificate and everything will be presented to whoever in order for me to have it.
Okay, which means till now you have never seen this certificate that he alleged.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the certificate because each basically what I'm supposed to do, when departing, I'm supposed to get the goal and I'm supposed to have this the certificate to go through security.
Yes, and when the transaction began, how was the communication between you and him? Like now he told you he's dealing with gold. You saw some gold, you saw some stones, that you were convinced that he is a very reliable person. And then he introduced you to this business and you were willing to do it. You went ahead and borrowed some money from the bank, which you came and did the payment, like the first payment. After that, how was the communication? How did the transaction was supposed to be? How was it supposed to be according to the way he explained it to you?
It was supposed to be a simple forward transaction, but each time it was always something like like the goal that goal is gone because somebody else had to use it and whatever, and there was a new shipment coming in from, I think it's Guinea-Bissau or wherever. There's a shipment coming in and he needed money to pay for the shipment because they had it don't belongs to him and it belongs to somebody else and the people bringing in it, and it was always a different. It was always a different. And he wanted money to do something, and sometimes he said he wanted the money to use to do either to do something on the hotel, and then basically when everything sorted out, he would reimburse. We'll work out the difference.
Okay, then at what point in time did you begin to be suspicious about this whole transaction?
Well, when I started to get suspicious, it was always a different story. Somewhere he wanted more money, somewhere something didn't work out, somewhere, and then I started to hear one and two whispers about different things. And he would always say because they don't like him or because somebody.
Now, whispers like what? Some people were telling you what? Like what did the people tell you after you already involve yourself in this transaction with him?
I was already deeply involved in it, and they were saying that I don't know if I can say certain things right.
Now you don't need to mention or say things. There are certain things that really you don't have to. When it's about his privacy, we don't need to talk about them here. But if it is regards to like he have a good reputation or something like you didn't know this person, he has done it to so and so person, were those the things that they whispered to you?
Well, what happened? I got some physical gold from him, right? And we got and I think it was gold because I have it here, but I didn't have the certificate to take it out of the country, right? So it was sitting there, right? It was sitting there. It was like I still have that gold in my possession, right?
That
it was
real.
So we got it tested. And when we got it tested, the person laughed after me, and then I told him where I got it from, and then the whole thing just started to explode.
Oh. Okay, we will get to that point where he delivered the gold actually, because I know that he delivered that because I spoke with you, but we go step by step before we got to that point. And in that point, maybe your wife will step in to do more clarifications how it transpired, because I have some of these audios here on the telephone that I'm using right now to call you, because the plan was for you to come up here. Then according to the program, I will be playing alongside also some of the audios that Silaba Samate sent to you requesting for monies or asking for monies and things like that, and some of the videos, some of the pictures like I want to show here. Sometimes it's like difficult. TikTok doesn't allow everything to be posted here, so this is why I have to be very careful with those gold items that we have here. So but then we will continue, and after you come down, I will be able to play the audios for the audience, or I can forward it to Sala Bins, and she can put a loudspeaker and play it alongside as we are going. Yes.
Sister, please ask him what is the family name of Aliu, because we need all those things so that other people we can protect them by these type of things. The owner of the 10 to 10 restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The do you know Aliu's second name?
No, I don't know Alio's second. I just know him as Alio.
Yeah, I think people will know him. Those living in Scotland, you know, I think he must be having a very good restaurant. 10 to 10, the name of the restaurant.
Yeah, 10 to 10, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you have tried for me to come in contact with him, but he is not interested. You know, for people.
Well, he's afraid. Put it this way, he's afraid.
Yeah, I can understand that. I understand that many people are afraid even to write comments in the comment section. They rather comment me inbox than commenting outside because of certain reasons best known to them. Yes. How did you approach the conversation? Yes, but then when you were suspicious about all this thing, you know, you said you paid the money. You came, you paid some amount of money. You came and gave it to him physically. So, how many payments did you make? When was the second payment and the third payment? And what were the things he was, you know, telling you why you need to pay more monies?
Well, I have the dates written down and slips of paper. Right, I've slipped and I photo screened, I photo shoot them. Right, I have the date written down. Right. It's I don't know to explain what it happened, because at the time.
Let me bring your wife up. Maybe she can be able to explain more clearly for us also to understand. Aisha Munga Binda hi.
I found the name is Aliu Bajan. It's Aliu Bajan. I saw all the details and everything. The name is Aliu Bajan, so we can continue.
Yeah, Aisha, so binde hi, then you just like nganyo up. So, where did you take that video? That video I will be posting later, where you yourself and Silaba and some other people were to be seen with a bag of gold inside, and then, you know, you were all present. Was it in Gambia? Was it in?
It's in Gambia. It's in Gambia at Amsterdam Hotel downstairs.
At his hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Sis Salaf invite Aisha Ning Selende Nyambala like comments of Ejele Manta to concentration no. I sent hi. Munga send request then if you could just send Okay, so which means that was in the Gambia. So who were those all involved in that video, or in that particular day? Who were present? Because in the video I have seen so many people.
One of them is a gentleman who owns the gold. Some of them works with Siliba, very close associated with Siliba.
Yeah, but can you remember them by their names?
No, I'm not familiar with the names. I'm not familiar with the names because the names are quite, it's not normal. It's not normal everyday names like what I'm used to.
Okay. So, when you did all the payment, because maybe your wife can come in here and say also her part of the story, because she's also involved in this transaction, because some of the times you yourself, you were not present in Gambia. She was there to represent you and do the following up to see when is the goal going to arrive. But what were you told on that day you were there with him, with this video and these other guys also all present? What was the discussion? What was it about? What were you promised?
The discussion was that the goal is there, and it needed money for that goal. It needed money to get that goal. So if I know anybody or if I wanted to get involved, I had to have the money. I didn't have the money present at the same time. That's why I said to him, I know only place I can get money from is the bank.
This was the
That's
time
like,
he was introducing you to this business.
right. That's the time. That's all the introduction.
He showed
Right.
you those things. They were real gold.
Yes, they
The-
were real gold. There's some of it is real gold,
Mhm.
right? The ones that sit around the table and stones were real. Because they even had a testing machine there, right? But so when I got my money together and I get things together rolling, right? There was no like that goal was away. That goal was gone, right? So that's why he sent me paperwork, pictures of screenshot, and said, the goal. You need to get the goal from wherever to come into the Gambia, right?
Okay,
Either by
let me
vehicle or
show the
whatever.
people that picture just for a short moment, because I don't want to leave it here for a very long time, where he was holding this gold in his hands. And I have a picture of it here. Okay, so the time you were introduced to this business and the time you sent him the money, what was the duration? What was the time phrase?
Well, most of the money was done between October and November of 2024.
So okay, but he knew that you were sick by then. You were diagnosed. You came to the Gambia.
He knows about the sickness from inception. He knows about the sickness from basically from we first started out. He knows about the sickness because he used to see the symptoms.
Okay. But let me ask. Sorry to ask you this. How are you feeling now? Maybe I should have asked that first.
I'm like 90% okay. Right, I'm on chemo tablets. I'm doing other treatments. I've figured out how to live and deal with the situation until I can do a bone marrow transplant.
Okay, good. That is nice. So we're wishing you that it goes on like that you have your health back and come back to your feet strong and stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so can we give chance to your wife also so that she can say something about the transaction? How you introduced, maybe you were the one who introduced your wife to Silaba, because I guess
I did that.
okay, yeah. Aisha, can we continue in speaking in English? I think that will be more comfortable so that Richard can also understand what you're saying.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum
Greetings
salam.
to all, everyone.
Thank you.
Walaikum salam, Aisha.
Aisha, Richard's wife. My network is a bit bad. I know Salaba through my husband. Can you people hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You know him through your husband?
I know him through my husband.
Yes.
And then because mostly when he's doing things, he will let me know. But then at first the man was like, he's a man, he doesn't let his wife know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. My husband is making me to know what he's doing, which I am the Gambian. My husband is not a Gambian. So he have all right to tell me what he want to tell me. The goal was given to my husband. So it went through somebody that says the goal is not real. So I have
No. We don't want to. Aisha, we don't want to jump into when the goal arrived. Before the goal arrives, what happened? Your husband was
before
not.
the goal arrived. We were at Forest View. We were at Forest View because normally sometimes when my husband come, that's where we base. Most of the people know us there. So we were there, and then he came. He said he knows someone called Salaba that he's about to do business with. So, and then I told him I don't know the man. He said possibly most of the Gambians know him. I said, well, I don't know him. Then we were introduced because we went to see him, where we went to his third wife. the one that was in Seven Heaven. We went there, sit, have some time. They discussed their business. I was sitting there. The wife was inside, going in and out. Then we left. I told him, "Oh, this is the man you said is Silaba." He said, "Yes." But there was a time he told me we were moving out, because normally when he comes and leave, I normally go back to my mom until when he come back again.
Until your
So he
husband
told
come
me,
back again.
yeah, he told me he's looking for an apartment for me. I said, okay, that's nice. Then he said, but we'll be going to Amsterdam, which is Syllabus place. I said, okay, because he's my husband. Wherever he take me is where I will go to.
Yes.
He's the one responsible of me. I have no questions to ask.
Yeah.
So when we went there, the man bring one Marabu guy from Mali. I don't know, mentioning that name, whether it's good on the TikTok. He bring the man was there.
No, you don't
They
need to
were
mention the
busy.
name. No.
Okay, he bring the man. The man was staying for quite time in the apartment there, where they were going in, coming out. They happened to meet the man. By then, my husband started giving him, because when he came at first, we were Forest View. They started this gold business, but by then my husband was not having the money. So he have to go back, take loan from the bank, and then come back to give that money. So the first money was 2,000 pounds. I don't know, 200,000, I think, if he's on the other phone.
Yeah, he's here listening. Richard, you can rectify her or correct her. You can adjust the amount she just said or confirm it. Was it 2,000 pounds?
That is one of that's the transaction you did, right? But the first transaction was the transaction I did for the survey ticket. Because
Yeah, that was for the certificate. Yes.
We needed survey
Yeah.
ticket before.
Yeah.
But the money you gave him, right? That money
Yeah,
was
from
supposed
there,
to-
the time you
was-
came
was
in,
part-
Aisha.
was-
Yeah.
was part of the business, right? But that was he asked me for that money because he
part of
wanted
the
to buy the
business.
generator for Amsterdam. He wanted to buy a generator. I have the receipt
Exactly.
for that, where he sent me the receipt to buy to buy the generator for Amsterdam hotel,
Yes.
right? And then we would work out that when the goal arrives, when we get the goal arrive in the UK, would have worked out all of those expenses as well.
Okay, we understand that one. But let her also explain her side of the story,
Yeah.
until we get to that point, then you can explain, continue to explain. Yes. So when did you come into the picture of this transaction? When did you realize that your husband is doing a transaction with Mr. Silaba, whereby he was dealing with him?
By then he already started giving. By then he already started receiving money, because he was like to my husband, I will give you when you leave in, you will receive the gold at the airport with other stuff. So my husband said, okay. But then my husband went to the airport. He didn't see anything. Nobody came to him for the gold and the certificate. So he called me saying, Aisha, tell Silaba I didn't see anybody, and I will not leave without the gold. So I happened to meet Silaba, telling him my husband is at the airport, and then he said he didn't receive anything and he's not leaving because he's in the plane, but he will go down. So Silaba himself was the one that called my husband, telling my husband, don't do that. When you do it, they will ban you from coming here.
What?
Just go, you will receive the gold in UK. That's what he told my husband.
Yeah.
Then when my husband left, and then he happened to realize the gold given to him was a fake gold.
So when did you guys receive the gold? Did he send it to your husband, or the gold was
By
delivered?
then my husband was in the Gambia. He gave it to my husband physically.
Wow, you will make sure that the story goes straight, that people will understand. So when he came home,
Half pieces of a gold.
yeah, the gold was not delivered, and your husband left the Gambia, and the promise was he was supposed to give him that gold at the airport with the certificate so that he can travel out with those things from the country.
Yes.
But
my
it
husband
never,
left,
but
he
it
gave
never,
him a piece of gold.
it never happened. Yeah, a piece of gold. johan nako bena why ham nga pour story bi people will
Yes, to
understand.
show him.
Can I
He did
explain?
not
Yeah,
give
to
him
show
the
him
gold.
that the goal.
Can I explain?
Yes, you
That's
can explain.
the test,
What
the
happened?
goal that we
Let
taste.
me,
That's the
let me
pieces he
explain what
give my
happened.
husband to show him that the goal is
Hello?
available.
Let him explain. Yes.
Let me explain. When I was departing, right, there was no goal, and I said, "Look, I'm going to stand up in the plane, right, and I'm going to cause problem in the plane and let they have to land the plane. I won't buckle myself in." He said, "No, right, there's a problem because he didn't know why I didn't get the goal when I was departing, right? He will sort out that. So go and come back, and you will sort it out." Right, so I went away, spent a couple weeks in the UK, and returned back. Right, upon return back, right, that is when I got the goal.
Yeah, that is how I understood it also. So upon your return back to the Gambia, that was the time he delivered allegedly
Yeah,
these goals that he said you purchased from
he
him.
delivered the goal. Yeah,
So how did he deliver them? Who delivered them? Where
he
was
did.
it?
He didn't. He gave me the goal in his hand.
How many
From
bars of gold was it?
it's two pieces of gold. 2 pieces of gold he gave me.
Okay, that is then what happened when he gave you that? Because I know you cannot identify whether they are real or whether they are fake ones.
He
So
gave
what
me.
happened?
He gave me an audit in my position. Right, I had to there was no certificate for it, and I didn't want to travel with it. So I was there for weeks, and different story around and around again. Right, I had to come back to the UK because I had a situation that I had to deal with. Right,
Yeah.
when I came back to the UK, right, I said to her, I explained to her what was going on, and I said, "Look, put away this safely. Don't let nobody find it." Right, and she did. Right,
Yes.
so when I called him now, I was talking. I called him at some point, and I was talking to him, and he wasn't being very nice to me on the phone. Right, so somewhere along the line, she said she's going to get that. She's going to get the gold tested.
Yes.
Yeah? And I said, "Okay, do that." Right, and we went on a video. And the guy, it started laughing and say, it's not a real goal. And if he had known, he wouldn't have wasted his time and come if he know that it was that person.
Yeah. So
Because
what was
when we
your
were going,
what was your reaction when you were told that the gold is not real?
Well, at the time I had no money, and she was at Amsterdam Hotel. So I had to just play my cool. I had to just play it cool because I didn't want to get her into a deeper position. And so I just had to play myself cool till I could able to figure out how to get myself out of the situation that we were in.
Okay, if I understand, is you were informed that the goal was not real, and you did not
Yes.
react because your wife was living by then, staying in his Amsterdam hotel or
Yes.
something.
and
Yes, because we could stay there. I have the video and I have it on the top where he said I could stay there as long as I want. I could stay there. I have the video with he telling me that as well. I could stay there as long as I want.
Yeah,
But
but
on the reason I was
why
staying
your
there
wife is a
because of
Gambian? Your wife is a Gambian. Why didn't you decide by then to tell your wife, go to your family, then I can face this man? Because when somebody compromises you already, tells you can live here for free, it is sometimes very difficult when certain things happen to confront him with those things. Why were you not in the position to tell your wife, go to your family, and then yes, you will be there safe, because I know she was pregnant by then. Then you face.
there's other family matters and there's other things that I don't want to get into the program.
All right, I
to do with
understood.
that. So I just say sometimes when the hand is in lion mouth, you take time and pull it out. So you come up with a plan, right? And get yourself out of that situation.
Okay, so what happened? You left your wife there, knowing that the gold is not real. You went back to the UK.
yes,
I went back to the UK and I didn't let him know. I didn't say anything about it. I just hold it. I didn't say anything to him like I have to get it tested or anything. So I just keep I visited and I just keep a straight face and just continue to play the
The game, yeah, with him, like the But did he ask
Yeah.
you? Did he ask you how is it? Have you tested the gold, or
Mm.
what was his reaction when he gave it to you? How was his communication to you? Was he like he suspected something, or did he give a distance between you and him?
Well, I called him several times to ask him what was going on, and he just didn't answer. And as I say, I didn't upset him at the time. I didn't tell him that I didn't know the goal was real. I've never said to him, look, I don't know the goal is real. I've never said it to him because, as I say, I didn't want to create any animosity or make the place or make anything happen at the time because I know what I know now. Or at that point, that's why I didn't want to get anybody hurt or anything like that.
Okay, so when did you tell him that the goal was not real? You are aware that the goal was not real. When did you tell him?
Well, I think just recently when I get into heated argument with him, when I tell him I want back my money, and I disgrace him very badly.
And what did he say?
Well, he didn't acknowledge me. I didn't say anything. He just kept quiet.
Was it
The only time
through
he
telephone, or you confronted him? You were seeing him physically. Was it physical or through the phone?
I've never confronted him physically. I've never do that because in a situation and some things, right? It's better you leave it until the time is right. So I only do it over the phone in voice note. I send him voice note, right? And I got very upset at times when I look at it because I was sick. My mother was sick, wanted the operation, and he knew all of this because I sent him the video and show him the situation. And when I look at these videos sometimes and I look at it, I really, I insult him very badly. I insult him about his mother as well. I insult him very bad when I look at these videos. I know that my mother wanted the operation, and he knew the situation, and he took all of my kindness and extort me.
Yeah, so it is very sad about the transaction that it came out like that. But yes, are you still paying this monies back to the bank?
Well, right now, the bank. I just had to go. The other day, I have the paperwork to show that I had to go into a form of bankruptcy, right, and come to agreement to pay them a small amount, which damaged my credit, which I explained to you about that as well.
Yeah, I know it. We have that also here in Germany. It's the same. Yeah.
I had a very good relationship with the bank, right? So now, my credit cards, everything, is in. And I have to come to them for now with an arrangement. I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay them, right? I haven't really explained to them what really went down or what's really happening with situation. I haven't told them about the scamming. I haven't told them yet, right? But in the next few days, I'll open up everything to them as well.
Yes, that is what I want to ask next, or to conclude with. Have you taken any legal action against Mr. Silaba Samate with regards to this transaction you had with him?
No, I haven't taken any legal action because I've been warned about that as well, and warned about officials and people. If I do certain things, it can come back in different ways, right? It can come back in different ways, and I've seen his circle, right, which had convinced me in the first place to say that hey, he's reputable and whatever. So seeing the people he moves around, you think he's okay. And hear him condemning certain things and certain, actions, you think that he was okay.
Yes, but you sent me also, when you say his circle, that is something that most people are fearing, like he will do them harm, or he can, I don't know, whatever they think.
There's some things I can go into, but there's other people who tell us things, who tell me things, who, if it come down to the thing where I can go on record, right, and I can get their protection from international if I have to do it, right, because they are the ones who take part in certain things, but afraid, right? They're afraid. They literally tell me things that I'm not gonna say on here,
Yes,
But
I
this is the time
understand.
that,
You don't need to
yeah.
say it here too as well. You don't need to say it here. Uh-huh. But
They're afraid of they're fear of your life.
you also sent me some pictures where he was posing with the president of the Gambia. You know
Yeah, the
why?
president,
Yeah.
the military.
How comes that was in your position? What did he tell you about those pictures, or why did he send them to you? What did he say? He just
Well, he
sent.
sent me them to convince me that he was in close he was a close member. He was Honorable Semanti. You know, even when we were driving on the road and he come through traffic, he would come out and present himself to the police and say, "I'm Honorable Semanti." Even at one time, the president was on his way to the airport, and he came up to and they blocked off the road, and he came out of the vehicle and go to the police and said, "Look, Honorable Semanti, and I'm a part of the delegation going to the airport, and you need to let me through." And they let him through. So you know, those things let you think everything is real. You know, he says honorably work with the government. He's a part of the government.
Yeah. I understood that. So that is something that we really need to talk about in the Gambia, because some people, when they are well known, like our securities, they have to be very careful. They have to follow the rules and the regulations of the country, no matter how influenced you are, no matter how wealthy you are. They should not be using that on innocent people, because things like that happened in your presence, and you will think, oh yeah, what he is telling me, he is showing me the pictures also. You tend to believe him. You tend to believe these things he said to you. That
When I was having problem or whatever, he says on the state house to talk to the president regarding the whole situation with these people. Something state house, right, to talk to the president.
So to talk to the president about the certificate he was to get for you?
For the gold to come in the Gambia or something like for the gold to come into the Gambia.
Yeah, what did he say? Can you say that clearly so that we understand?
He's on his way to the state house, right, to talk to the president. And I have the mojo, I have the sign when he said big man and in a gold farm and said the president, right, to talk to him about the whole situation. Because the president is a part of it. So basically some of the gold belongs to the president as well.
That was what he told you.
That is what he told me in one of the conversation. I have the WhatsApp message and I have the mojo. I can send that to you as well.
Yes, you can say you never send that one. I've never seen that.
No,
one.
I didn't send.
You showed me some other things, but I didn't see that. You can still send it if you wish. That will be very good.
Richard, you have to send everything to Fanta, because we are dealing with somebody who is many people knows that who he is, because through the comments here, I'm reading a lot of comments. Send everything to Fanta. And you have to say everything, Richard, because of the person you are dealing with. Seems like to be a very powerful person in the Gambia. I'm seeing a lot of comments here. Please send everything to her. Continue, Sister Fanta.
Yes, I think it is very important for you to say in your own words what really transpired between you and him, because some people in his surrounding might not be aware of his dealings. You know, maybe also the president is not aware of that. Maybe the names of certain people he used to convince you and other people, they are not even aware of it. Like we're seeing here on the comment section, many people are commenting that he is well known for this. He has done so many things. That is what people are saying. We are not saying it. I'm not saying it. You are not saying it. It's people who are commenting that. So I think it is very important to clarify some of the things that you feel it is necessary for us to know. Because the Gambian people have to know this. The president have to know this. The government officials have to know this.
I tell you what happened last night, why I don't want to go in much. Last night, after we posted this post, right?
Yeah.
At the house where my wife stays, the house at about 3 o'clock in the morning, she called me and said somebody was beating off the grill outside, right?
Yeah.
She had to get
She told me this morning. She told me this morning. I spoke with her.
She had to call the neighbor. She had to call the neighbors for them to come to assist
her.
Yeah,
we can raise up that here. If should anything happen to the wife of Silaba, the wife.
If anything happened to Aisaba,
Aisha, then we know who.
We know the link. If
Yeah, we
anything
know where
happened
to
to
get them.
Isa's family and Isa's
Yeah,
child,
because they were there
you know where the
yesterday.
links come from. Because
Mm-hmm.
she is part of the game. So that's why he's doing this thing to your wife. So we are aware of that already. And people are aware of it already. So
Yeah,
if
and she has all the right to defend his husband, because
yeah,
not to defend but to stand by his husband, because she was also part of this transaction. There are some monies that went through her hand. There are certain things that she witnessed as a husband and wife. Certainly, we have to expect this from a wife. She is here to stand by the husband, to tell us what really transpired. So let them know that. Because I called the wife of Silaba. Before calling her, normally I don't want to involve families and anything, but sometimes I think it is necessary for us to involve sometimes the wife or the mother, so they can talk to the person and see how best we can, put it, we can talk it, we can secretly conclude this thing. But yeah, it didn't go well, it didn't go well, so I had to step in and call. So I called the wife, and the wife, when I called, I told her, if you are busy, just can I call you back? It's me, that blah blah. And she said, no, you can go ahead, we can talk. I said, okay, it's me. I introduced then myself, normally like the way I do. I have a platform, this, that, and then we're here because I want you to talk to your husband for a transaction that transpired between him and Aisha's husband. And she just told me, please wait, I cannot talk where I am. Please give me a moment. I'll get into my car. When I'm in my car, I will call you back. And that was the last time I heard from her. I don't need to bother myself to call the wife because she is not directly involved. We were just trying to negotiate and see how best we can get to Silaba for him to do this. I have all the recording here. Like when I call him also, I can play it later when I finish, here with you. When I called him and said, hello, Mr. Silaba, Isama, how are you? How was the morning? And I said, it's me, Fanta. I have a platform, the Voice of Fanta. Normally we go after people who have, a business transaction or anything transpired between two individuals whereby money is involved and the person or one side did not fulfill the promises. And then, yeah, this is what we are doing. And I said, we have somebody who is Richard, who came here, Richard, a Jamaican national who is staying in England. He had allegedly he had a gold transaction with you. And he said, no, I don't know who is Richard, and I don't have any gold transaction with anybody by the name Richard. And that was the time, immediately I put it down, he called you. I have that recording here that he called you. He said to you, like he was waiting, who is supposed to talk? You were all waiting, who is supposed to say hello? That was the feeling I have. I will play it here, but I just want to explain for the audience also to know that we have tried our best to get Mr. Silaba, to get Mr. Silaba. And then he told you, yeah, Richard, so I thought you were a trustworthy person. You said I had a gold transaction with you. And you said, yes, the gold you gave to me is all, not real gold. I have everything here. I have all the evidence here. And he told you, do you know that everything was recorded, what we were doing? You were on camera. Yeah, that is what he said in his own words, what I will play here for everybody to know that really he knows Richard. And he had a gold transaction with him. Because if not, why is he going to tell Richard, when we were doing that transaction, you were on camera and everything was recorded? And he said, if you do what, I will
put my husband
I will put you in prison for life. That is what he said. With his own words, what I'm going to play here later, because now I cannot play it because telephone will be busy in alone. So, yeah, Richard.
Also,
Yeah.
other things, right? She had to remove. I don't want to say this, but there's a reason why she was easily removed from the Amsterdam. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What did you know? What happened in Amsterdam?
Somebody very close to us warn us that something was going to happen. right? And I need to get her out of there ASAP. I don't want to go in details right now, and I don't want to say much because the person is very close to him, and the person is afraid of him as well, right?
Okay.
Because I was there. When I asked for bed sit, the girls will be like, Uncle Kong, let us not give you any bed sit. What's the bed sit that you use? When it dry, you use it. When I ask them to clean my room, which is their job, to clean my room, they will say no, they can't. Too much things were going on. So I was fed up. I told my husband, you're the one that bring me here. I can't stay here anymore with my condition because too much thing going. At the end, sometimes when I even greet him, he won't even answer, which is not my business. So I stopped greeting him. And I was still in his apartment. We will pass each other like we don't know each other.
So
And
because
then he told my husband, because when my husband introduced me to him, he said, I don't know, he's the one going to be the next president, blah, blah. I said, not with my vote. I don't know other Gambians. Because this man, I don't even know him. That's what he told my husband. He's going to be the next president.
God. Okay, you were staying at the place. Why was the relationship not going smoothly? Have you tried to ask him why he is ignoring you? He is telling
Because
the
I
people
told
not.
him, anytime you mess my husband, I will mess you up.
Ah, okay, that was the
So
time
from
then.
there, he started hating me. I was like an enemy to him. Because I told him my husband is sick and he's fighting for his life. So you mess him up, I will mess you up.
Okay, but then when your husband confronted him about this, have you yourself tried to contact Mr. Silaba with regards to this gold transaction, that the gold he gave? Because you were the one who was present there when you took it to where they were testing it. I have those pictures here also. I
Yes,
can
I
try to
went
post some of them.
like 2 times to 3 times asking him I wanted to talk to you, but he will be like, okay, I am busy. When I finish, I will talk to you. I won't even realize when he leave. I will sit and wait and wait and wait. When I'm fed up, I go to my room. And when I call him, he doesn't pick my call.
You told him that the gold are not real gold.
No, he didn't give me any access, like any chance to talk to him. Because when I said, Tilaba, I wanted to talk to you about something, he'll be like, okay, give me some time. I will sit at the polo for like 1 hour, sometimes more than that, waiting for him, and he won't even get up. He will be on the phone from one call to another call.
So I am showing the people here because I did not transfer it to the other phone, that he sent you some gold bars where he told you with an audio to it. I will play everything, but now I cannot play. He said, Richard, you can take a look at this thing. They send it to me just now. Right now, they send it to me. And you can have a look at it. So it was there on a piece of paper. His name was written on it. And then, oh yeah. And then you replied also, you said, oh yeah, it is there, Silaba, and you try to say the date so that people will know, you know. And also, Richard, what I would like to ask is, I have I think few audios where he was demanding for money, telling you, I need monies. Can you send me the monies for that and that? How was those monies transferred to him? Because I can hear him telling you, thank you for saving my life. Thank you. You have done so much. You know, he was telling you all those things on that audios.
Yes, because he's basically saying he made a commitment for this gold to come to him, right? And if he doesn't pay, if he doesn't get the money or whatever, he'll be in problem, right?
Yes.
You know, it's like to damage the relationship. And as I said, some of this money that I sent to him as well, in some of it, you know, he told me that it's like, you know, lend him the money, and when we finish the gold transaction, we will work out the difference.
So can you remember how much money was he requesting? No, I heard he was saying an amount. I will play that, but I think that the other video, he didn't say the amount he needed, or he said in both audios. I cannot recall, but that is not too much. It's not too necessary. We will play that and everybody will listen to it and hear his voice, because I think anybody who is in Gambia and knows Syllabus, if you hear his voice, you will be able to identify that this is his voice, this is him, and there is nothing that, you know, we can say it is fake something here. All is real It's not my own words, they are the words of Mr. Richards. What happened to him when he came to the Gambia, when he was introduced to somebody by the name Mr. Silaba Samate, present himself like he's a tycoon. I had somebody saying a business tycoon. You know, I have had so many things that I cannot identify that he is a business tycoon, because I think a business tycoon will be so wealthy, will be dealing with his business, that he wouldn't engage himself in other transactions that we will also do. I'll program on it here on this platform. So, but I think that will also surprise so many people, because it is the least that we expect him to do. So, which means, I don't know, maybe assets he have, but physical cars, I don't know, you know. So I think people should understand that some of these people are financing their luxurious life through the hard-earned monies of vulnerable and innocent people. So even today, we have tried to contact him through somebody, but he was just rejecting all the phone calls that we were doing. So we have done our best to contact him, to talk to him, because I know very well maybe he is aware what is coming, because he has been dealing with so many peoples who are Gambian national, who live in the provinces most of the time, and who are non-Gambian nationals, and who come to that country with the expectation of certain things that he promises them, letting them stay at his place. So I don't know, this place should be, you know, looked for. Also, people should go and watch out and know we are not talking like saying anything we say here that the government should jump or the police security should jump, but it is something that we know it has been a chain walk. Sometimes this chain walks is going to affect all of us directly or indirectly. It is going to tarnish the name of our country. It is going to affect somebody you know. It is a bad reputation for our country, because we have so many people that are going up and down who have gold problem in the Gambia. It is a network. I have a 48 pages PDF, a gold transaction, what really transpired from Conakry to Kenya to Gambia. And it is a connection from the airport to the police force, to the top level officials who we see. They have basic salaries, driving luxurious car, having plots, also compounds, people shouting, this one is rich, this one is right, but how did they get that money? I was really surprised. I did not read this 48 pages. I read 25 pages as I'm speaking now. And this thing is documented from 2018. What really happened? The same thing, similar thing, what happened to Richard is similar thing that is happening to so many people who are coming in the Gambia. Kabokago, Mulka Fredke, airport security, so many things are happening in this small country. We should watch out. You know, let us not even look at the money. Let us look how it is going to affect us as a country, how it's going to affect our society. Yeah, somebody is writing that word here. Alkana Usafijan Dugare. Alkana even falafel lombam for Rafael lombam. Rafael lombam. Isa fenkenorek powder or something. We all know. So this thing is something that we really need to work on ourselves. It is like Gambia, when something like this happens, everybody is afraid to talk. We know if you want to have changes, you must risk so many things. It is not because we are brave, we are sitting here trying to expose somebody who, you know, many of us know that he has been involved allegedly in so many things. But who is going to step out and say something? And he is still doing it. We have heard about things like people coming to our country. They are being issued with birth certificates, with Gambian passport. How comes is that possible? Because somebody like Mr. Samate is influenced, come to you, give you $500 or $5,000, tell you get that prepared, and you prepare it without asking any question. just because you think he is posting pictures of him or going, a close partner to the president of the country. That doesn't guarantee him. That shouldn't even make you to trust. Don't trust me. Don't trust even Sarah Beans. Don't trust anybody, because we trust ourselves so much that, especially the ones who are at the top, especially the ones who African concept is that as long as you have the money, you always have right. Money can open all doors, we know that, but just give the nationality of people who are not even born in Gambia. People involved in these things are people who we voted in office, are people who we trust and give our country to. My friend, we should be very careful and know how to do our things now. So, Mr. Richard.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for coming up. I don't know if anybody have any questions to ask. We have one Jallo 1. Jallo 1, if you're here, can you just say hi here with your dings natina, because he also has some things to say about Mr. Silaba. You can be here and then you listen to him. Jallo 1, Babukar Jallo 1. Malum foy bi jande bang itele call no say need am ta telephone doto. Okay, malatel. For all of you to know, I am here sitting because I have I have my husband have my back because my husband told me to sit here today to do this program. Normally we were not supposed to do it.
No, sister,
Yeah.
there is no program that we are not going to do it, because you know why? I will speak in Mandinka, A program to jente minkela jang, especially na nata Bankola Karola. Thank you so much, na Mr. Mbafleko, thank you so much for your support, because without you, nte kudol kenola. Barika tandi Gambia dingol lako wo badia fasa ku fasa bankole betinyaka. Richard, sorry, I have to speak this version in Mandinka. Yajale. Mo jamale be kumbokan, mo jamale be mol kontakan, ku jamale be kering. So fengo mi yalon ko modol bije kanye ngajele ba safekan alko aliye Richard le blame. Alkana blame. Ayaning Adama Barola nata alol le jurmaye abente bulle aning a sojarol ami general o mi yalon ko wolum sojarol la nyaton koti a fonye ise mood no le demanding ila line be ekokan.
Yeah, I said yeah, I'm left more than a very important person for I'm left the amla, but I'll number you from Salom, but my can't man.
So mbatu aita wo number ta. So moti ja momi yalon kontala programu kela no matter what hani atara ko bualong akati na akabakunkun kilinel, because nenkom ba kela wo nyama is not going to be fair ani model tema, Gambia mimbi ja balafa warata katara mansa bala bari Adama Barombe advice la modol bije wolka na nang ika bonan tubabudu ika kumol minfo ani minka tarakering. Please ali background check nyuni mo jamale kumbondi tubabudu janni bina Gambia ikana ka sutu ya lele pour ka mol scam ka tandi mon la containing president ole frenti ntalim nim president anu Gambia authority ali kana song alni nyi mafia ali taranyo bala, because big mafia lom momanta sila la jang alkana mira ko Gambia altole tamu Gambia te altante Gambia ti albeti nyaro minna ni president o tata faya nanda alka bojela alkilingo ngela audio jele ibe badibu include kanje ibe dulal bile laftale ka woke, because bi inin Adama Barrow tata le faya la dilol nanda wandi fengol tuje mon la fengol sendila ali mon la fengol sendila, because ibe mon la nafulol tala albe mon la nafulol tala ntol man si janka fabrication oke ka tandiko kariye nyinne ke hani mon le kanela complainol sambanan andi ka proofol le landi tablo kan altol mo kilingol le si al dingol ka kulubali yake banko kan al dingol ni mol kata police ol kalto al kanal dingol kamanan wo mol bulokono al ka sendi albe jamale trabla no Gambia ali afa Feyo fenketa nying aisala ila kuobe in the pichona alto lekata albe mol kilaje ka atandi ka threaten.
Me matra ya fa
Abebe mol bulujane. To momo ya lonko nyimari aye scamle aye la fengota ni se diamuno alkasila munela.
Mafakande ha request ki na ni kan jige sorry request ki na mbe momun na ate alon.
Ha. Afo is me molia fenke.
Ha. Ni ma request ki na mte sute la no. Afo nyeko ntelam na
Prince Jane, ni atara he's a good person. Tawo foi bama ni fama. I kana foi be moli abla jambe mutla le tete comment la jam kote ke yamwe. In fact, I'm better block lale. You know, ite ni telom sila bala paparazzi. You know, afa control la nyim platform o paparazzi jam moman sila mola jam. Continue Sister Fantana Maria request kina.
Okay, but I'm not gonna for. Hi, Ale, maybe mfana mbe jibero la dollar. Hi do safe ko tanke mbala bang jallo. Hi do safe sai mo kana fen safe alimba tun hi ai ni ya safe because mol si ata lembuka mol identify no. Ngano mala TikTok ne mo ni ngalo ne jallo wan le biye bari number le fana biye so. Ha number nyin ne biye wala na number ka kol yale. Mohamed Lamin said, okay, no. Jallo hi safe nya fo nye fanta hi. Please mbala drong ite kuma telephone pour nge soto jambi.
Lala,
Richard, we are trying to bring somebody up. We have the same problem like you. Just I am telling him to write hi. Okay, what I said, Diamuno we can put him on loudspeaker and he can. What is the TikTok telephone number, dear?
Maybe Sister Fantanama enough followers Fanansoto.
No, this one he have little platform, platform all over and that. But if madam, afai hi safe.
Ida yake sala beans or Fanta ye momo fenke mba mtol mimbe santo mbalon na leko itelom pour ngeta ay alla diamol be important na bakel momo mala victimolti because ngajele dolbe typing kela jang alkana
comment section or I for high rek mbajele ha afo comment section or to high rek.
Yeah.
Okay, Nalia Jallo 10 number. Hi.
Boye request enne so.
Ina kadimi. Muli request okay albi ya bondi ali abulai nana. So
no hani mo kemele yaki asitano le bari maje jam follow.
Fana maje de. Aka TikTok ko use la platform of TikTok ko to fo. Oh yeah. Wodo mbatunga na nyin number kiye. I ain't call WhatsApp ja.
Okay, San Janning Sister Fanta will be was sort out la.
Jallo italo nyin di Sony FM. Atelo Sony FM. Okay.
Asalata nun janne famfa.
Okay, sai
ngachigal nun barawan agitale.
Saya chika dukore mbala la chikale.
Na chika nane. Nga sabana ne jalo selena.
Selena mfo ngajele no bari malum nane. Ai to mu itani na ka to mu fama kikili tola. Sorry, Richard. I'm just shouting here. Sorry about that. Yes. Yes. We have here Sunny FM. Na bari ke ombe kontona.
Abraka bage.
Yo, ise fa mo introduce no molia banka to ngal ne ko ite fana nyim programme bimbe munke kan akuma yate e bake pour ka Gambian sensitize wala ka kudol fana senyendi pour ya long na mol si fal jumal leben na banko to mun ya long ko nyantan hakilol to lay imaril tole.
Ala baraka bage platform o nyin kanjang nyin kira very interesting bi nganyin jeteng abala fa warta ani ko ya warta ko nte la Gambia be nyamen teng nga mol sodo jamina lonko isi molu telimbaliano yara pan ya jube ga kankarandi menna kamiro samba komale mi alon ko foma perde niaje wadola ka dolu muta mol kamera ko jawyata le mo satara hani wol ka banko le tokuya ani ka fenne ke banko fanan ka mi alon ko amanyankela so folo fal tentu lambal jalan to really wala Boubacar Diallote bari na ya platform name na mi ka fo Diallo 1 MPP Media and Communication mo moy long ikan commande Diallo 1 bari to mu Aboubacar Diallo leti mi alon ko be wuluta URR banko kam base banko kam na relasi ko ja nyem be do ko ke kan kombo an katak so borni e ko me R9 wo jamanola wato former president be jang benyim banko kan fo ala jama wato be 22 years nene man soro ni man sakunda nene police man karat nyola so I'm doing my job man sakunda respect kalon ko bene be keri silla ba naw tak do kono natana lo wolto because comme nga fo mole nyame sedol be balurine amanke fata kilimo mum ko balde kilindo mum fondingel de no fona be bota yuarade bare annaman tara sade kilin ade be dingirine ka fay ba sadi wona ben sede ala lumi men be sila babonde kanyim banku o ya mun tale arabe balurine ande nasista fata memura nakilim fakila be sirim fajara pipeline wato mbati je mbetaxo ka paki ala kordale kono andun ka fundi jelen kan ka doko ke jelen kan la jelen natel be sirim wato so nyin ko te kanna o ya kala mudale fanan afanan sa sede anole ko ha ndoma ka mo fonyele ko ay men kanandi banko kan hani nyamaje bara kala muta wolum fanan nata nyame wolum birim so kono do ngamodo dundele ndatal la nga ala dani bani nga kule ke wolum at that moment ni mutata nun je aske non nkalo e felije because mbe alon ne momi alon ko banko be sulara la ni o kanandi abunta ko niete muta wala be be conséquence penalty le fes la mi alon ko amano jawyata bakele bari nga wore stikta nun pour ka je ko kan niyo tankande komi islamo ka fo nyame ni kelin tankanda mun dako ye ni banko be le tankanda mun dako mo wuli wulol e wala niyo tankandi nata ko amari fanan tonya nata na lon ko abe sila kam mi alon ko anata nen dimi ay surprise ay ki digla tende komi ngam moy jankatele mu next president di atentere na because ala kuma kawol mi ay address ni sango kono mi alon ko modan njafo lokum fula komando ni me lamoy na audio lu nge bondi ala kuwa kama damen to perdan tada ala wulu sate to afango memfo akabata ko njulo sare nta sate men kono wo kama la bira e fo ko perdan e ko aka perdan fana wonin ka tretin waranto ka kuma fo mi alon ko amanyam fo la because ndebe jele because as a media personal MPP media ndele perdan wo toke so wo kama la ni ngaje ko akanalo ko de ka ko perdan e ko wo kate sali kenyo do kula da mawo moy wala fulan jang ko de ka ko birika ma wo kate west coast do kula amo moy wo fananna bani silol ni jiol ni kol men kural men kata dame ita fula ko kariben te perdam baro mo bukoke so nin nata naje ko de ka te akala nyanto men tiata ena ko mi ngap muru ko ma folo jannin kana ditelo so bari meyen dimi ala kuma kawolto wato men na katebe ena ndele kada la kordato mi alon ko bursu bi kala konto ngo sambay ena nga bolol men landije mel nara konto ngawul ta ngi muru la kordato ala musona dim fula le beje fula musolo mu andu wato wolle be sira la kordato bari nata na lon ko malu ayo men dolu bulay dolu bala kensewol ke janjan duniya kono be mi hormanta yalde bari wo be mannaje bari sinna na story nyim poye mune atinna fundita ka nyin dula fo gambianol le nonte ya jamme bira bota jang ko foma perden nene man fundi fanka la ko fo moye because ndemu molati mi alo na ilahi dol le fanan siti mene alon ko ngalo yara fa ni richard nin ko amala lahi don jiko timmanda mfanan the same thing na ilahi dol le siti lum men nyin ko be kala mabula da kono de madani fanan but ngamira ko fanan ni mo kendo mo me kanandi wolu ifan ko be fala wolu ngamira ni te muto banko kan afuda nyawnya nyanno mari lonnale nyanata la korda kono le nyanala mol tentulale nyanala mol jaylale but the point is ako NIA ndere kala konto ka murndi nan kala bolo samana sokono nala muso sudata dindi wala domoroni ko lafta pisal ngata pisa sang komi wobe ngake men kama wala mu nyinti ko bala fani longoni men nayake ngaw arna ento borindi bari wadna da fan ko le ko sota because hani jo fango mo ka sodo no bi ka kenyi ne kama na fundita abe laydol di kam bal jolale ni femfen nata ja ni ala sonta ni murutanam kayro kono ganna ko wolbe setul mbal be setul lale momo yalon ko be kule kele dal monene mam memmoy so mbe tenten na wala fo ala nata ke lume a bel suto o keda safo ni fidro tema en kumandi ako sama somanda 9 o'clock lafto ko tara na kurra bundato ni nyanata la brikama so nata na mfana mata wo soso after 9 o'clock dron wo entara la bundato afunta mo je korda kono because naka si ala salo ko naka do moroke unfortunately na ngalo walto kendege nata na le fana ba banjol ala bunjangoto na ba ma kanyoje but unfortunately ngakuma jamal mo wara manjare ngol be foye ba sai wala mu jinte ko nata na ci kam beta kam brikam brim kofta ton table bi a hayna fly over ke jele right now brim kofta je ena ele akol jele moto kono na fulo den meta kan no ato a konye ko bri ya ko sai be ne report la sai e sulata kay dole sign doron yemuru akoy bayna ala lon comme ça to le boda laftata boro doron tara just 1 hour alien so memuru la nanne so wol fana ma expect ko comme maybe bori ko be de wala ku ko de e kay no problem go ahead so ni braje hint na doron ni asani kamuru so ko nole e akoy okay so bri a parda wala ko nya Boubacar ngay ko dama ko ni muruta jang akum bota ko ni muruta jambe fala dak nday kay fa ko ha ko Boubacar ngam mo jele ka kuntu ngara ma dingol bala jato je kuntu ha ako ha ngai o beji NIA je ako ha because wato kaje fu man NIA sai ka SAS ngai ko okay ngai sai ako nyen sai ndel be mun kala jang ngai ko betala le nge funtindi banko ka akoy be okay no la len kai yes ngai sai be mem fole doron iddi ngoni ila muso nyin kola ni dindin fulo hani baaki killing rasika de yen tara brikama so what brother brikama ndu ndaw murke o ya but after ndega arrangement ke ngai ko sai be taxi dare wa dole commanda aran de la nyin friend ba sadi wonata ani o murke o maliano lam fana mu woti bari wo yewolonne o ya tolonne nak defna len nyinata because tay mo jam fata doman so te nyinata ken tolal wo bala bale mun kay ko say taxi dare bonata tel laga nyinin ka say bay sambala no e Gambia boda lam fela bari Senegal boda checkpoint o yeloje so nimbe ndaje ndel be la 1005 nga jowolla ado 1005 fambotan tel lebulu amambo silla ba fam poso ko ko di table wato so nata na nyim foko okay say ateta ani wo mori ki wonata silla babula taw mo dogon te ngadim fuloni ngadingo ntel dundan na moto kon so ntek yala bodale jar binim bula tambe lori ndame ngamba mal ko man ka be lori ndame right now isi duanye because nim felta laftata dulato ni felta be men ke kante askeno tenjela ko tege ila bolu kono mbama ko nye ko nyal en dimma ko ha nka ha ko nye okay nduwate ni ala sonda ala mayita kaira ibe na yen tarajan kaira kana wotanate solla hani fen itaje la iska nadiyata ala ta ni mbama ngatel fulandi wonoto mfango nyalu ala ya long wolu nyaajo botan nale nyaajo mi alon ko amanke jimate bari ngalon ne nyaal keta nyaminje mfango fenne film kono bari mo beke ka ta because abe kumbo kanye kaytandi ko adingolu atejela atala na fulo sotlan kay ni ala sonda ni le bebe na jay bebe sotla kilin kilin nadiyata alay akon bo sa te fele borla ko tay banko kan arene te na jang fana furelem walla malo ala na fulo bebe kala kay ko mfana ngani lahi dangina sodo malo ala be men kala bari nga dangina sodo kay ko ni ala sonda sila bay beta kayra adu be murla na nyim banko ka di be la na fulo be soda ko ni o keda akonye jallo mfana ke lahi di be keno dile ning be korda keno dile lambe $1 million ci kala nga dila kay ko okay man ko mi wato ay o fodron ay minina so ala yake bring buta je atela dindingol din jarta ala musu atetar jarta gambia checkpoint to yo lamfe nge tara ndenata checkpoint do Gambia loje ni nyo konto ngoy kon kata wo mori sa ten dingo dole be brika makko ma je kamera duwani ni dulan kana unfortunately ala na ko mi mero ya fa nyamen do man kaytita man na nombata mam dindingol la ku nyini ngani botamin to wala kaytol le ko mi dinol doyata domandi kambandi ngoni sungun ni ngolam so ndambita ko nyeta ndambita so ni ngetara Senegal borato after ni ndare fo ocean ketel be na rabulantela murdo taxi 190 nyimbula murta brikama so nte contineta ni tata fom prata sate la dame motol kachika je Senegal kono manoka aje natanaje nga sim karton so do jele ate fawnata muda ka kumbo faga 66 akonye ko ni ala sonda jallo mbeku kele Gambia be ba fala ni muruta mbaluto ngo ngani na fulo be murundi nyam kay ko no problem so nte fa natana muru wonyale muru to nam fang ngam mori ko fang contineta o man na muru nan ndam mam pet ndal ni muru murtanan Gambia checkpoint birin prata ala ke doronge korne dore ko tambi so man na jube ni mel tata ile imanna so nte continue na birin na direct ndara so ko non na sister nga bunda ele na moto dondi ngam fampa e ngay ko beda min da te do ko keno la bi ko tek do so mbalo be faare nale andum ci jo fanam be faraka wato baake so nada naje ondi seconde kaytol ba fundila sila badu ndamin dole man sakunda be safero kala mo ya bondi be 1 million ni alo me asamba so lot of noise but wato ino ngala mutadoro because fang silata maybe mbeta NIA nata wol sobita no yenna moto nomba tanu and need to be in cost by force ebe nyinin kala le do sindela ka domoro samba kana and then silata wato bar ala nata kanandi mero la kolbe ala nata kanandi o bela so wo kola lem nata na nde ala yake fo changes keta ala broda be jan ni nata wato because wo fana lombakale ni nyinin ka ko nyaka ba manna I take surprise la for many decades for TRC nata commission o loda wato menna mfawona dana sila baje commission o kono hello
hanke moyle
nata naje commission o kono am my surprise adiyamuta bara kana nyanyi adunta moto jomala ani jomala asamba man nan ne mtofoje but wo be man na kuyanye bos ngalo ne ko lumbe sila tumando alumbe fola bar nammo kelimbe je mi alon ko ato Hussein Bay Sangarati ala yake lundo ay kuma ko na kafu dole sodo na sila bale muta fati so ngata o bendulato mo ngara wala kato farato farato so kunda fa je ndata je so brinda je kay ko mfuradan ay no konton kay sila ba lafta ni ndata ya ko asomo ngata la korda ko non na tinyim Boubacar lonne ba ngay ni na kay ay lonne ya ni nga yalo minto so birim brada je on fojali ndun d'accord ra ko non fon hakilo nyaal fo nyaal diol fata nyaal ko gosu ngamira lummen nabe talala mamira be nyin korda jala so nada na ni aussi daw ka go sila ba yin Boubacar lon le ba ako ha ngani lon aka ya lo min da ko si long story so just nga kanyante in kana do story kono okay ngai ko ya jela ko ha ngai okay
Ani biya man son ka fo de.
ka itandi mobile but no aman son ka ko min ni kana di tendinte but wa ko wenne doron just story la mu ngay lon dula janne so ni na nyolo ametale but mala fi no story de kono so fana man na presque de ngande den o borota je nga domoro ke jalol kumata ma jey wol so be so la men no bulata mo do ko don saytana so mbeja ndele tata sali kenya ni perde di fama stoke de nga perde mbarolo daji ko membala abuka mo malundi abuka mo neng itel fawon la molle nata mitin dulay ko di ila député membe la wodo to jela sate kono adu jedi ngolam wala nata sate alfal dol ka koy kanana o mitin dula aburuta ko de ka yayi la tundo kan ka foy koy kanana perda wala mitin dula anu perda wala o mitin même kum mata je wala mun del fawon sulata munela masakunda bul ba na masakunda inga namo jole to nya namo hana ten sila masakunda kala ferol landi ka kap ka kudol ke but nevertheless on ya fola wole ke ite mu dibitel ite fanya na fola alnana le make politique kuti ala fa yalla sula ko men ka ko ake so biri mota je nada nana jang ngaje kwa akana video dada ka fankum bondi ka perdan to kumandi ka fo perdan ko sali kenya nte bata ko desila ba sama den bata ko sare nta janne andu sofoye ha nte fangbe te fasa kanune longwe bar no mata wat isalo sali kenya tele nyanna ka doku sali kenya manya fala te doku la anu membe député membe je barndin kono tolam sayte barndin kono to yin keno alla banko ka ide man fundino ka address ka fay ko menkete manya kela iboda je ko brikama chairman membe brikama yankuba dabo iko wo muyte dindin terolete wakalo aka perdango neng mo be ali ay duditari be ba nenjang ita mallo dindin tero e tonya fo e iman na wo beke ko deke ako perdango ko ha asalo ko adere janna be do ko brikama do ko la adere janna do ko la bara say hakilu nyim banko menkeda banko ko dengol ko nane banko ko bi lay wala mu kudeta fay wala kedaji kala ko dem manke jena manke wota kudeta le manke ni lo ko ngol be ko no jeba so ako menkeda o banko to fidni wosi keno jawara mosina e banko tabul so itel na ko ta nyaawonya na duuta ko deke itel gambe dingol be jam minalon koy kaytol sotole and itel si fundino nyim banko kanne itel musititinol di banko ko dengol kan so nyale na kan dimi
Sony FM
yeah
Jalo isela fengo ke doman audience ol ba fenke kan dron koy bi ko ibe news
dol buka moy galo
dol ya mi ibe news rido la barisa doman ante lafta ka dami nyininka don't go into too much in politics because mbenga alone sila ba samato mosi faminti ntol mga politiko kele well before Adama Barrow be sila kabrin kuya ketale a starta ka diamu sa ntol be wolonne kata la audio fango futatantelale anabe diamu kan daming wo kuyale keta wala tina laftaka kuol jahase bari banku dingol manke nyama toti yalo nyi ya fo janne ko aka laftaka la president wonte yalo wo mamboyte da kono bantalankole wo fo jang to aka mol manipulate ten ente lafta min nyini kala because aka laftale pour yedaming ite yedaming ko ndin tolye yemin beke ngabe moyle aning hakilola anum bilia trako ya jame taimo ite nyimmo sifa kanandi na ye mutatembi fanambe bambol bulo kono ifanambe listol bulo kono pour ka tandi rek sometimes before molka jamme konne ma fa bede alsa hako boyndinya because Gambia no dia mu nyoya mandia bari modol bi je ay kuol min kela ya disafle hadama dingo yala kodo doku ite mo killing yeta e wo kodo kasara because of ite ya mira ye connection o min soto with the government barinte be miyo min fola government ya even upcoming government ntol min be Europe jang alina CVG be bang alina kuol kisi banjanal bentala dokola kataka notalo soto inin na president bimbe Adama Barrow protect la janne in the sense ne aya use le kala imitinya ka bantalanko la fengota bulo kono it's not this is not about politics
foi tol fongo yalon ne ko silaba kanyin strategy sifal leke na lafta kamol convince ko atemo businessman leti nganong yamo ile jangim fananko hani president ola convoy nyin kabra kana tama yesidol nyimbe sono barta police doya kaitanda la ko he is also part of the convoy yesido nyi yele yate bula fana ye tambi afana nata kana tambi ka joinje wosi falbe aka wolbe kala sate nyin kono je faltol bota wuko kalma nganu nafeda sanyin alyawo ko nyin altol ba wuko nyin address la no nyadil
wol dol ko bi sa fo wala mu ko false information o di molla because wo mu fenneti mi alon gonte sa fo no wo mank soto ko bi ka fo ko ate ba fam pousse la perdaw la comboy wala kono by force wote keno la because perdaw la comboy bako chance ta hani hanata media le mu itati nata ko be ko male be tula ko male fo mu repra surtout ka fo ko individual face à la don ne mu itati wala mu false ro wala nan ko ni wala kuma ko nyin ko wala nan paranga la kumol tombo ngay ko miro le be bul alon ko ilafta wala itan la gambe non niaje ka fo ko modo sina ka banko ta ñaami alon ka mangi constitution de wala carte fawati tumando mira dole be fo moli wala na yalla ko mo fo na ta hakko biri ngamo nyin ko akade next president ngo wala yara fang ala nyin kumo me ay video bonda ka fang kum bondi kay tandi ko itel isi power soto lole kay tol soto le funtinole ko amunta ko ndel membe ja wala nata miro sambanan ate risku nyamenten ngo yara nyin mol nyine katina ya jamme tonya ni natana jube ka bambu molle ko manyin koditi bal ko mi kam men foten naw finance wala fono ka mol fo wanna ni la million ta na bambu mol ko manyin banko kan ka je ko katilimbaliata ka la dol kan wode nsafo bi man sakunda mo be lamoy kan te bay yalon ne be andum be kontina nga nyim fole nko mbaye dingole wulu because ay mole kinkan me alon ka audio kinye duma kan nendirol fonye ka kaja firol fonye wala ngoy ko mbe men fola ni silla ba lon ko asi hani asi kale hani ala badi wol yalon ne ko men yalon ko ni kata anate wol yente lon ne personnel do male ma Boubacar Diallote nga ni te fan yala mo la fanan na man jare nyola nonte na manke ay nyin ko mol men fo nga sobita ko kule wato wala nan kay ko to ko men be to sila bay wala fola mole bar ferdem baro ama te tretin ama monen gambia jang ama fo moy ko tanyin kila ni man nyin kenye ngay perde foma perde ko min ko mole me itan din naja sila ba nyol nyaaje foma perde e mutay ko drop dilin ni ku ko den wol lek ni banko kan is fact parce que muta
mulka sofe now is NPP. You know, NPP mol for is Selena Jang ye clarification dolke because Silaba Samate is associating himself with the president and with the NPP.
One talo
Alga tolerant, alga cool la moy molye kachani ke mobesa fahamno. Bari hani bi membruna nan kachakili ngotolo, you know.
Yes, ko mi wo fanan be men cross kanje doron wala
Fanta
ngamol
Yeah. Na?
Hello, yes, Fanta.
Yes, Mai.
Yes, sir. It's me, Bai Sankare. Nko awenya. Muna media.
Mi jam Bai Sankare. Canada.
Hello. Come mo, you know.
Ha,
Yes.
mo ile back pa.
Okay. Alright. Sorry. Mbena kuma dantan mbena kuma clean clarify la men keta nga dula menu fe avec dula saba wala dula nani pour kana kaji yes senyandi Shenando menga lonko ay gambe dingole lamoyni hakilo la e kanal lamoyni jusola kana about the president aning mune atina
Because after
dalulu
be audio dole play la jang pour mol salom be audio play la because nga Richard Nyimbo de la line auto pour altol français tara jang alia moy kuma kangol mul yalon ko wolle fanan tambita non jang ndeni sila batema aning ani Richard français ha okay
nga ko mam bete ba bare ni
mbe moy kan
Okay.
Well, I don't can break it. I don't know what happened.
What a G? Yes, Elena ko yaji bi.
Sonny say Gina
Okay,
no
yes.
yes.
Malu.
Ani mbaylo.
Sonny
Say come well, no?
Bas
Yes, hello.
ano sinano diam.
Okay. Okay, the one thing is me for an impersonal relationship. Yalo ni ajube the MPP, the National People Party, momo beje mo krumo beje mo kende beje. Ndeni ite skeno friend tele. Yana ite fanta, nsikeno friend tele bari tekala daji ka client. To nya fo fania. Kadu be mu party kilina dimolati. Okay, number 1 wala mu yintu ko an personnel yi natalo be kala ko ni person kata mitino la dula doto. Yalo person kata dula doto wala ni side visit. So ni Jubaro la government jube si la bala badingol
wala kamo okay masiro
Ke moy la de.
ala network ko la ba Gambia network ko
tajele mengala yolo kilingol
Network ko mambetia. Guys, almol mako e fanal ka screen o tap do manding.
Ali screen or tap alias ya Bai Sangare ni say Gina no after a
Network ko mambetia.
after ye na ye request send
So moving back, Niaje to select Nigeria, maybe after clarification, do like we are going out of topic or something. After Fananka itandi mola la silaba, ning as Sony FM ning night transaction or munsoto, come mola muya lonko ning cool beta beta na tema, bari hanibi, ama appreciate, ama wo cool fango itandi mola, ama lefi moya long, for praka loko kumadol for muya lonko, Richard Yafunu Janeko, akafa ele no fango atel bekela the next president inti wasifal being a mojan. Bari pour nga continuer ñi dia mo ñi na mbatu nga audio ñi jibe mbe mol play la le pour aller la moy janni ya bay sankara ñi na fen ko man na ko tan ñi ta upload la no because ma ha ñi TikTok foka pare madum fonga na TikTok do nga request ki je alien no ma wo TikTok oto na pe joy ka report la de nga faale al yalo bitu dal ba jelu ko bin nga no hani bi man sonka back up account ñi so ngaji ben na video jamal ye eka report la nak and bobu yeah. So okay so ngaji ndo play follow ma nyi mujumal bi ben naji because ngabe transfer na jande si say na ngela message yo nyi ka fa ko no pour ngaki o tay mo la fa ka bari mal confusion al mute alim balal al mute ha mo le ka echo de Sony FM yeah.
If possible, you already did a lot, which will help me for everything. But only I sent this guy already. He's on the way now. But I expect him, he will be in Dakar maybe in next 1 hour time. So I spoke to them. He went with all the documents so that he can pick this material and to come back to Gambia. But then he has to come with a flight. So I have to make some clearance documents also at the custom here at the airport. So I have to do some clearance at the airport here at the custom. So that will cost me another £500 roughly. Please, if you can put top of that, then it's total of £3,000. Yeah? Please, thank you so much. Yeah? Thank you. You mean a lot to me. You did a lot for me already. Thank you.
And this is the Richard Akamufoko Amalong. So, thank you.
I wake up with happiness. I hope that we will continue this week for us, inshallah, by the name of Almighty God. And amen. Yes, my brother. I am okay the ticket already for Friday. Yeah, they have good space for us for Friday.
Yeah, Fanda.
No.
Okay, kwami Usain Bay Sangara la dudula lafta jele fanam bamban la kwami kafo komi mol kamen ifa asel perdan wala nyame pour kaje kondem kaytandi ko womu fenneti mi natalo lo mi alon ko kwami adolo halentel mem
Fanana net mo ko mo beti
perdan so no le nay natalo ke but does meaning womal ko mo nyanotal had advantage ikata amambede right now. Okay, let me see whether I can around to small
aha man
kana
ha
now okay go
ha
kwami Hussein kadame fo kwami wala muto nyaati fanan kwami molke fan associé di perdan wala wala nya ni nay natalo sodo ka sodo nole any time pour perdan na fundita abe side visit ke kan kwami to bursu bi nyolu akata atala ma fan wala ten ani perdan wa assess sodo nole lo natalo sodo kwami perdan be lori ina balay ko moy ko laftan ni perdan natalo ta aka accept le kwami mole mi alon ko hanin tel membe
yeah mam balan wala ni aje nga wo bondi na video to nga fo yanko tanke. This should be a lesson because President Mobe manyana access to later ya. Real protocol le nyanta kela. Jani Mobe
roke je sister Fantambala dron. Sony FM.
yes
Ntolni sila ba wali politiko kenyola le nying Facebook o kono barite na mang interaction o soto nak because nde ngala to jol moy juna le amanke bit.
exactly
Barika bring Adama Barrow sita woto ne sila ba ya la fengol paki Cameroon and Gambia.
exactly
Anunka jele nung abala party yoleto atela toyala akedanku NPP party yoleto.
yeah
And then I natalol min soto ka access soto President Adama Barrow because of party toyala I will use.
Okay.
ka access to Adama Baroto. So for Adama Baro ya lonne ban silla ba ka tele to use nani na lafta kodola mol bulu bantala aka tele to use ka tandiko atele mala moti ani nying army general ye notalol minke ani mol because near woke luntangola obviously abe convinced lale so for Adama Baro yeah, abe convinced lale amari ba mirala okay nyin lafta ka sanol min wafinna tonya sanol lom bawa ya tandala le fan diamo kono mbelansi no dadale yele pour abeye ke correct authentic process te wala
Nako
tinna
Adama Barrow nying wala ba mako ile fa
wala ba ma ko la nyina so pour altol min be la moy rola mbe ñunu selendi la ntol mantara political party fa sala jang bari momo la political leader involved ka na la party dingol ye kulon jele il lafta ka diamu be access dile lale pour e diamu bari ntol fanan lafta ñin lon na ko fo Adama Barrow ye silla bala ñin lon ne bang because abe ñin kendingo fango treating kanne indirectly faka ñinin ka luñ jamale ite bina Gambia katu malo apare kaminke ntol nin kendingo ñin dia mutale directly
Na be follow le be men fokale pour ka
kana wala be flepa
ka lamani andi ko perden arambaro manke moti mialon ko ani silaba samade asu karola wala ku koten na karola o ma soto nte wo lamani adi alla le ko perden baro manke woti tumando ala kato perda wala ko aya fans plentiara si nyamin nata ka kafi ma waranto aya wo bala fa sota e tumando anay natal to bare perden baroni mobu kata tapale akan ko so hanin be ngo sede aji banko kana bare ndimo briye acus jang ako ya kitindi la ya kitini akoni kito aso ya soro
okay one more question janin sister Fanta be parela maybe ni bay fana nata mbani nin kala wala because ni ajembe nyimbe fe fokan atemu sitting president net minka moto ku ya dun na society ko na tariata bakel so lafta kuma fulanja o nyimmin fola after nga dum programme ko no labango lance asake nyinin karoti ni momo lafta nyinin karokel number 2 silla baka fango tandi molla ko ateye sembo soto Gambia police olmo na mansa kundalma ha fo hana dingo fango nani mol dunta nyola hani dindingo le tonyero ka te katale fo police ol ya ka te dingo chikananje ay tala hajo la fo mansa kunda fana nyanta tamala wole nyama bak because laftale after nyim programo ali al fangol ajos mbenga nanga benga banko do ku nyim manke comme like MPP PPP mbe mobile jang ku jamal bije akakelen laftale ku doli stop so nyin sillaba be minke kan is too much pour mo fango e sillaba la programme ma aka difficult le fente ate aka image min tandi mo la katelum ake ase arrest no le from the airport
because I mol so le mulka mako it is a network mu yalon ko wala bije in Gambia wala tinandi mol sa wala ala surrounding ning kabo police mo jelle ya samba police bari police ole mun no ala koto ala ku jelle katambi airport to allegedly you know mulka tambije so who is involved in all this thing system ole nyanta falina mol le nyante daji kol falina mol fana ya lo mum be kering karu ninkom laftan na bankol le falling fontol falling o se datin tol folol le ya folo
ya azali komi nyin bite alla ñu ko tafo ko ibin perna wala yamar la dol ibal jube kan live mena lon ko ibe nyin ko monitor kan and then nimbe monitor la nata ko alkamem fon nene mamoy nak anu nene maje anyway because komi mobe ba kumbe kujama lon kan sain nte fan kunni wo bari men ketan na wala nam fana ngari realize ko kulle be tama kanyi banko kan men manke toñati bad nata ko wo fana be kerin kiski sorobe wulla ko wala le andu perna wala yamar lalu nga kala muta bi doye fango kuma kon fonye anyi video sen nyele nun ka fo bi albeta live nyaje nata nyi platform kan ngalo ne membe keri adu wol fana be monitoring ke kan ne kaaje ko melke fan suti ande perna wala ka to ku yakata wandi banku dingolta ke tapale ake nakari pour itebe kala millionnaire oti nyame moto accept la jim banko kan adu jigida fanantel fanan be lola le ka kondem wala nan kale mam pareja ninjita janko reke albaje la ko be do ko men kala nyin nako reke be update o kala nyin adu beta live ko reke kadiamu nyin ko wala men keta nyin banko kan adu jigida fanan na hay autorité lo mena lon ko be kiski soro kala le adu ngalo perde mbaro mo sifa men de momo dabula taje you consequence adu be folale hase party fanan hase anybody banko di hase citizen ma protection kala nyin banko kan ne kaaje ko kuruya e danyi banko ka because womu banko to ko yalati wandi banko dingol ne ka silam banko dingol la because ne ñu jube ngamera ala wife ni manyi na gambian wala te ba So what about ni na fengol men na sotla jakore ke nyinga banku dingo dole balundi jandel dingol le moti mbare musol le molti so nde sonna fana momo ka nite dogo ke no lay tarola kana wandi molta pale aka sanolta ka foyte ni perda wala association ni perda mo sutia fang unyola woye nti wala fana pale bo sila baytaje la kwata state house le adu alka dina ben jamal jal ka jale state house no so womu propaganda ti kaytande molla ko pour ka mol nene kana talo litandi la ka fugo ning mafo hayran kasol walando tanko bunnal fana wo fana ngalon ne ko juberobe kala bunnala bake adu pewla yamaral be janne be lamoy kanne adu ni video parata fana bele ba je kabos ngase ya any group yalong banko ka be yalon ne membe kerimbi adu kunu biri ngani soto nga janjande adu bi fana mole akinye mi yalon kaka pewla yamarle political karola anin ka yamare sedas adu ngaje ko wol yalon ne membe keri so wol famma nyin kala muta wo yaitan ne ko yara ka memfo trule mu ngay ko mteman nyin na ditel sobe fale usen ba sankare men kana fana ayalon ne nga domandi mo men foja tumando nanata nasi action ya abaytan la ko ya nyini ganna ko la ko yes ay lonne fo lon joni ada te fana o fam marande ku dolan tumando no fo nata bo fo la lenne and then the same thing I molle use but say no bebe lon na tumando not be ke kanyin nale ngalo o ngalla ma nyando. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, Sister Fanta.
Nam.
He was saying Mbesilo Kane, they happened to give us road to pass. That day
Network or tatal di Aisha. Aisha network or tatal. Hui. Okay, Jenny Aminala.
Gambia network ko my good.
Wallahi Sony FM ngena kuma kangol moy la baraka bake nyin kuma sahaya ringol to bari nyi mukulete mu yalon ko ntol nga fen jamal le natin na nyi platform to jam mu yalon ko bankola nyato ta anin kukurungol mu yalon ko ka taman na bankoto anin mol mu yalon ko fango ibe man sakunda la sidula position to kombi bayo advisal bi jande be la moy la momo because ntama active dula do to na man ke TikTok ti jang ninga mun ke ka dol ke le YouTube to pour mol ya jibe bari ku jamal ka tamalen tol ma fako man sakunda nyante la moy la social media la bari tol ka fengo fen nati jang na nyim platform to kan evidence nati an improve mbuka lo rek nga diamu ken sengo fo nka bula ko normale ninga fale ko silaba la nyin case kabring October la nata molia on the 3rd of October le ngamira first time ninyi molia contact soto yalo nakita dula do lo molbe korontal ya fako nga soto rek silaba big fish lo mbatu ngataria bari mbulata ko normale ka domanke nsulata fengol mumbela kaje pour ngaje so nga woke cases jamal to jamulia lon ko nyaton ko la miti ibe siri man sakunda ibe doku wala man saye nganum fanange tilimbalial ibake kan Gambia banko kono je nganum imu director leti visa transactional jang nye bondi la with evidence fuy maril ka fake check all ni cool be bondi so ntol banko dingol fana ninga wolje wolkatama nka bondi media nyin kono pour mol yaje mum be kering pour man sa yaje wala police ol fama yaje mum be kering ntol ma fa kon nim police ol yi bulo dundi ñoko non ka doko ke mansula wala bari laftale ning fo fanam fota ye dum akko kono ye kiskis roke o tay mo le fanam banku dingol balon nako nyimmol mul yalon ko ngeto le sindije ha ye mol hatile ye hakilo to len tol fanam na kol ya kol ni na bata kol mumbe kering last time jang ngan tol fangole ngan na own evidence even ko investigation on yinke itata ye Nigerian ol muta airport junction over 90 Nigerians for 70 lomba man fi go nying muta ko kono mune haponta kabring wol ye wol muta nganun tol la transaction on mo betin tol nga mo provide mu yalon ko be cool in Belandila from this platform here. Itata po yo mol muta. Instead of ye investigate, inatale ye bebula. Allegedly, intafala ko to nyala because mo bebe hapon kan je malo. Imamul inform thoroughly. Katung ta banko fanang ko na ngajele ko tapale ya siyata je. Momo wulita ye kona biro yele ikoite ye traveling agency lesoto. Momo wulita ye office yele ikoite ye properties owners lamuiti. Molbe kumbola sector wa sector to. Kolia be siari bankoto bari fanan tapalel siata bankoto mu yat nande wole kolia fanan siandi na bankoto mbe diamu kan kudol la jamuli ya lonko yutso la ko la mum perspective la nyanta soto la pour funding kele Gambia banko nyin kono man sakunda nyanta mu nekel because ninga man sa sindi anala mol i nyanta tar la pour tolle je nganu nyanta kan tolle la moy so nintol nga feel ko nintol ka fengo mum foy bukan tolle la moy bukan tolle jabi hana kete fangi ba fenne ke kan induma yinana ya fo mole ko nga nyillo na nyine bekeri but we are working on this nga gibembe nyim problem o nyim fix la nyame because nyim funding ke wal mul yalon ko wolle ka fo iniola Mediterranean sea nyinto walla soma alfalti so banku yela next generation yin neglect ikela future le neglect banko nyinti tala no nyato So these are the things ntol kamum for jang. Ntol mantara jang pour party mantara ka mansa against. But the reality mumbe happen kam because ngalon nako mansa tabelon na mumbe keri. Bari ninga nati mansa pana nyati lingola anyantalon na leko nyine be keri. Hani man nan tol ya yentol your credibility your credit din tolla. They let them just go and do the investigation. Ya jibe for tonya lebije banku dingol bije be sirinje mo mul ya lonko ke exploit lela doku dula nyinto mol mul ya lonko mantara ka minimum wage soto mol mul ya lonko Gambia janga ko jenne signa jele with proof and evidence munka Gambia banku dingol jo $1,350 in this generation aka mol bay doku wala buka job contract di lela modo bije mu ya lonko be doku wala ambulance riders for ambulance right now abalo nyimbele la boskulo be stifta ngana ay doko ki jele fay accident soto fa retayata amam social security soto amam fen soto mu yalon ka nyanta fango mako la wal bi anatan tolle la platform do pour nga go fon kay jang pour ka makoy mo mu yalon ka yala life be di mansala ka doko kay fo fama no ko tanke because accident only yatin nday nyin soto. So these are the things that nyanta ka dialogue kemunna nyanta kan hakilol to kuol munna fenjama le siata lente sila janka befo na education sector ni. If you want alietan na platform or advice al mulbija wala momo mulbija you want to listen to us ntole na timo sala Benz and mamadi mulia lon kontrolle katara jang lang boy nyol be ala la moy molla niaje molbe kumbola molbe against kala molba fula they don't care. It's because of you are giving us the deaf ear. And the deaf ear, womu jabi rolti mu yalon ka powerful that. Wala tinandi mo bibe kampa. Especially nin kulungo. Momo ye kulungo nati jang ka kulungo londi ntol ka information also nin lafta BBB ye mol nati mol yako nil neka kulungo fandi kamol samba ye kodol ta mobile. We can give those information to the police, but how sure are we if we give that information to the police they are going to execute it like properly? Nanu mole la life bitatar at risk.
Okay.
So ntol lafta nyina lambena le doku ke mbena ka nyomoy because banku doku wala mbenga kumandi banku doku wala bari banku doku janna ka dia nga nyomoy nga mbulo dundi nyokono mbenga tara kankele nga jibe mumbe banku na fala bari kana jibe mu ya lonko banku la interest en wote personal interest ning personal grievance ning wo te banku sambala nyato
aden supermarket or la food so like
expired food nga wolbe bondi janne. Right now, as I am speaking to you, Bell Aqua, Kabrin last year, video 1 year stall, Musol nim sunkutu hauma kewale ka join Jonkon Kilina. The same thing is happening in Coco Ocean. Itakale a task force kije, but imanta fan kajibe kan balito faidame. Mbalito ka faidame anila wanyo fele. The same, staff sola domoroka kedame. We have said so many things that is going on in the Gambia that the government should have listened to. Even not the government from but you are put in place. Al mansa kejo, ikejo taxpayers money la. You concentrate on those things. Because naftalen na banko you move. Niaje moba fala ko man la finye taraje. It's not because of you don't like them, but man taraka kya nyamale. Mol funtitale, mol be Gambia they see, they know what is happening. But what are they doing in Gambia? Mulia lonko karifa ikakodo nyin collect. Bel akwala ila water filter man betia. I wrote to the Minister of Health, Mr. Samate. Aka okay da male sapeni. Riders for health. I wrote to the Minister of things atondi ikafanya dile Minister of Health. I wrote to the Commissioner of Labor, Mr. Barrow. And I wrote to the head of inspection, Kayitandi Lako, Gambia, this is what is happening. We are aware that Gambia doesn't own its own ambulance. Aka ambulance or rent left on Riders for Health. Fine, niwo hapunta. But look, what is he doing? These drivers ka accident totally every day because ibuka off day sort of. Mulia lonko ibeni ikafanya dile farafenya nyol nindula dolta santola satellite. They walk continuously all round the clock every day katal. Inate janne diamol kele. So, but who is there? Who is put in place? Pour kata jibe ni Riders for Help. For Riders for Health. Pour que fenko scrutinize. Ka jibe ni drivers all come on for tonya lombang because banko dingol le moiti. Ifananka karte file. Ngano ifananka namo jole la taxol nyinto. dimba ya lebebulu banku dingol lebebulu because ni banku dingo man kontan ala doku dula ayak wasi president o ya wala nyaton kol ya mulbi alan ko wala sidije ime danku what will they feel ite la fila ka carte fa ya mari ko tanke ite la fila ko tanke ya mari sindije so let's check the reality what is happening so there are a lot of things ni lafta altol mu yen nak penko soto contact soto ni bay sankare ni SM for Sony FM I can be giving you those informations kamun for na platform to janga dia lal fananka ke the same thing pour mol ya long wala man sa ya long ko this is what is going on. Is he aware that the director of ferry services is involved in visa transactions? Muya lonko akamol kolle aita poro nyinto ay natalol kije kamotol natal ka foyko luxury kale bijang inyanta oxine kela suto. Nata jannenga program okay and the guy has been paying money. We collected over $500,000 from this man. He's a mute no. We collected $500,000 from this guy. Where is this guy getting this money? Who is just a mere civil servant put in place? And allegedly, Mr. Silaba Samate is doing the same thing. I have all this recording here. Mulmuya lonka ka visa transaction leke. Mulmuya lonka ke bondi nambantale. With all evidences here. Mamfuta na Walton. Kabankola kaito chika kadilela. What is happening in our country?
Sister Fanta.
Nah.
Ila energy be wararim pake andung mbalo fangole be jara jara kang ibe nyunu min be fo kang there are something mi alon ko e consanta bakele pour government officialol ye concentration o kenyin kang one team be min fola jang ning atra silaba samate government officialol ba jibe kanne kumalo mi alon ka fotanu ko nim moy president oneng wala ya kajafi inyanta nale arrestal nim moy president wala imejo use unnecessary things inyanta nale arrestlan si laba nyanta kumande la lay sindi dulakli ya nyinin ka ko exonol nyin dulale nyin dulalom dulati dame alon ko wala nyanta ka kesaing pour ntol nga long ko government official ol be nyin jibe kan katu barola imejo le be use kan gambia la imejo le be use kan si laba samate mu criminal
Mbatu nga audio nyim play nga continue sorry language
exactly
bala drone den after se continue wala pour la moy la janni me mislan na point la so nakital be la moy kan ali la moy attentively so kabring ay nyin call aliya moy la ba nyin ka kan ko dola thank you nyanta kata fenkole Senegal malon ko nyanta kata malon mun tole thank you so what time wala tenata nga call intena la conversation on nyi ngamere wala nyanta kala nyin doti dal janni because after like ay na nata nyame ha ndenga call oh man akamu nakata na telefono balantako mune be alim batoga off ngala kote ke mune be telephone bi mune
emel tubu wala ma wala
mato abinala le ngabira de mato
restart
okay so woto mogile dia ulam boy so continue sore gaji be kori man samba mali moro yaba
nko ntela ko mini alonko iselta jang Usain Basankare anim fo nyin soni lomba fatol man transgambian jabe nyamemba silo bebe wuturin alkatol be political ndetata gambia le last week ni borita transgambian kan wala kati albuka ufuta di president wala alka fatol be political oba stay bal batan la jel Usain Basankare nte kete jibel ko hakilo belal par hakilite tela
yes lambo
it is na le futa ya fo yebula no ntebe hitlalde mbe hitlalde because mollel be president no ma min yalon ko e funtitale e Germany male e Spain male e England ma al nga funti nga banko dada al funti nga banko dada wo drone ben sambala nyaato
hello
the government albita kan kule bare la fulal bije almantra wota mandeka wolon ka baluwo sone andi
so lambo mbadu nga audio ni play you know so
hello
yes mato
hello
Yes, Mr. Samad.
Yes. Sama.
Okay. Mga ne malo nak maybe babira like okay jumalo mga fa ko introduce follow telam fanta ntomu fantality mbesiri jamani le yeah nga platform ole soto the voice of fanta yeah katale sometimes on people mulialon ko muljulo be ni moltema wala a transaction nesto mulialon ko among fulfill dal and the marine bel sulari la kodo nyina so nga mo soto mulialon ko wolle mol approach but first one on ni wala ya diamta Buyano Katum Richard Latim, Jamaican guy Mumbai UK, with regards to the gold transaction no Ali Munke. Oh, I 25.
No research for all of them. Ni research to name gold transaction ke.
Richard Jamaica no, ako 25,000 ye natalo kia gold ning fengo. I telephone offer. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to a call to attend Richard because after Richard yeah call Malon couldn't call Jumalo. Maybe this one.
Yes, my brother. I am okay.
No, not this one.
Already for Friday.
No. Maybe $9. Yeah, Richard. After I ain't a call. Wait, Academy Richard Lombaranata kana Richard le call te wolo nyint.
What happened?
What happened? What do you mean what happened?
No, I'm asking you what happened to you.
You don't know what happened?
No, I don't know what happened to you.
I need my money.
But that's I thought that you are a very honest person.
I mean I'm a very honest person.
Why are you lying? You did with me gold?
My friend, I have the gold. I have the fake gold that you give me.
You're on camera, on everything.
My friend, listen, I don't care. I don't care what you are saying. It's not me alone. It's not me alone.
I will put you lifelong in prison.
My friend, I don't care about that. We both going. You sleep with your daughter. How can you sleep with your daughter?
Yeah, like a call we call a nata kana call. So obviously I need lonne transaction or tambita natem. So we continue.
You see, they just sent me this right now from Conakry. Yeah, you can look the date, the name, everything. Right now.
Ha, Wolom Yinti.
Yeah, I saw it. Standard time. This is Conakry. Yeah,
that is this gold. This gold.
It's a good thing. Yeah, you're right. Somebody needs to settle focus for such deals come because they are too heavy.
Yeah. So I will if I call Richard, look at this thing. They send me this right now from Conakry. So allegedly, alagol nimbotan and Conakry le. Ako we could look at the date and time and everything. So we are confirm I kongajele. Wolom nyinti mu yalon ko atobe safari nje goldol nimbabala and stuffs like that. So wolom woti. Then ngaji be ngajele Aisha ye fendol le kinyana. Muli yalon ko. Mami rangi play jam follow. So oni Walter. Fenkele akema le nyil kinye balinte de fem play la traman na moy follow. Mbadum fonsen na mo.
It's a good knowledge.
Moment, yeah, answer play no moment.
No, my bro. Believe me. No, my bro. Believe me. Yesterday evening time, I have the highest important people surround me just talking the same. I still want that job. Yeah, I still want that job. Sure. Assalamu alaikum, my bro. Yeah. I know. You have the brain. I believe that. And I have the power. It will be okay. The brain and the power, we have to click it together. It will be okay. Inshallah, it will be okay. By the name of Almighty God. I just finished my prayer. So I want to start to get ready. By 7:30 again, I'm going to hit the road. I have 3-4 appointments. All is about financial. Yeah, 3-4 appointments to make sure that something must be achieved. And something must be achieved. Yeah, it's not only one side is on us. Let me say it that way. A lot of side is on me, and I know a lot of side is on you. Number one, our own family. Number two, our wives, our children, extended business partners, business partners, business partners, business partners. So a lot is on us, but inshallah, God will take us from this. And I know in a very peaceful way, it will be okay. It will be okay. Yeah. Only.
Yes, my brother. Assalamu alaikum. As I said before, it's only the bank of the money. You was listening to me long time. It's the bank of the money. No matter how much money or what you have, it's the bank of the money. You'll never be able to have the money what the bank have. You know, there's ways to get money from the bank, you know.
I have another person here, you know, the elderly man from Mali, the particular elderly man. Just now I finished speaking to him, but he said to me, there is somebody who is very, very close to you, who is always very negative about me, and that is the one which is disturbing you. And I wish I know who is this somebody. Yeah. Who is very, very negative. Even if you are happy, you're trying to be happy. If the moment you talk to this person will make it for you very negative. And God knows, from my side, there is no negative thinking about you. My bro, think of fasting. I always ask you, come stay with us, come stay with me, come stay here. If I'm thinking of negative, I will not do that. No, I will never do that. But I love you as I love myself. I love myself as I love you too. I want good things happen between us. I want good things happen between us. And inshallah, by the name of Almighty God, it will happen. And when it starts, it will continue forever. Yeah. When it starts, it will continue forever. Inshallah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God protect you and God help you to be positive with me together. Somebody who is putting negative, may God help that person too, not to be too negative between us. Because there are so many things what we plan together. So many things. I don't know why. Who is this somebody? Who is this somebody? Why the person is doing something like this? Thank you so much, bro. But know that I am positive and I will stay positive, and I know things will be okay. Sure. So, okay, thank you. Yeah, that is true. You know, I don't know this banking thing. For me, even in Europe, you know, I'm somebody who also just cash. I believe in cash. But I knew this even today. If I have time, they asked me already. They will come to me to open an account with me, and I don't have to do nothing. Just they want to know that all these properties belong to me. Anything what I need, they will be there for me. And all my properties belong to me. I have all my documents from all my properties. Yeah. I'm going to continue prayers until another 30 minutes. Then I'll be again online. Thank you. Yes, my brother. Very good morning. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. So I'm just ready now to move to the outside to go check to see that these people could leave tomorrow, inshallah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Financially now it's okay. Yeah, definitely. Thank God.
Okay, brother. Thanks to all. You know, keep me up to date. I'll catch up later in the day.
Yeah, abantale. I will like yes. I need mbele nga moy nyola ñi manke fenti. Negative person wolom Aisha yiti. Ana Aisha negative.
Sapanda yalo minenja.
Nah.
This guy, Richard, this guy was living here for so many years in Holland. And he's saying to you that I don't know this banking. What is scammer?
Yeah, because he believe in cash. Akala file ya diala in cash. He don't want any bank transfer because
I know he don't want any bank transfer for any evidence because he know how to play his cards. But Silaba, so you taking money from innocent people from non-Gambians, thinking that you can jail them life in jail in the Gambia, and we are living outside the Gambia. We are free here. So do you think that government is for you? Or do you think you own the Gambia to Labasamate? Ita lafta tandila molla ko ibe molla ko do tala ika fo wole ko ni nata Gambia mbe put la life in jail for police all beteleje for italom chief in command for loyal beteleje after you want the something thousand ta yetati something thousand ta molla karola ika fo ko mbe sorona life in jail. So ite yamira Gambia itele tamu Gambia ti ite yamira loi betele Gambia ite yamira loyal betele Gambia yalo mi mo nga nyonene bula bola ti na ba play kan game pour ala muso bula pour wokana sembo soto banko kan aisa hanke ike ye futule sunna nim farla albe nyo futula manke nyala bari kabri ba kasara la involved tale hanni atara Gambia ding jamalo woti ntolbe wandi banko le kan jam ngana right soto janne passport di molla janne ya dingol la jam ila ike muta atata dawoda hence ite kulo nyintole lo ike ya la kodo jo wandi dingolo ite mol scam be pare kam president auto use ikala natalo use ikaki molye ni nim president ya la personal issue soto that has nothing to do with us wo mi fango na la temo problem oti itante Gambia sali kenya dingol alal hakilo tu baki ala pool to akaminke ajiba ba fala praying. Some of you people don't need to pray ali mol dahandi ali mol fake prayers lela. Hey, Richard,
even Bolonkononkol allegedly, now the word allegedly being used because Nadia Amtale is on record here, Abembulule, even ying Spain pool from a mumfuntila thing. Tilaba fango involved the jeleka for moleko, ateka mol ni man sakundala in transaction of Kodota molbul. You know? We are lonko akafure ko Canada visa, mbe mako ela malo nyabi visa la. Wol bebe mbulo kono janne mul yalon ko dolba no makan kodola. So ite mu business tycoon. Kodo beta bulu. You have your properties, you have your assets, mul be bulu, you have your business going on. Kodo manyan na kila problem. Muna nandi kata innocent mol ya mul yalon ko those people are struggling. Ila parents ol ila kenol ta ya wako. Bolong konon kol long sarahulolom atata kata wolle noma people from Mali, people from Guinea, anywhere kata mol noma kainatina. Kafwe ko atebe makwela pour ka bisa nyini. Na.
Alkalla moyle say lafta tala fitri salola bar lafta just chom brief nekala janning kalbala.
Ha.
About this issue, I'm definitely very disappointed. Ninga jeko jara pan Gambia dingol sitara kanyim manya ke fanke misel me kendoti beta periella ngata sebin fenkole ke. And the end of the day, along ko ite fambuka sali. Ela salo fango buka sali no. Nara ma molle je salla ite salla ni sila banyol buka sali because ikata ini ka sila 24 hours ikasalla buke je salla. Sebo je dorong just ngal bilam first time ngal line platform ngaje and I'm very happy nga video jamal je leje. Mbela men polola mbafale ko be mbulo di la nyolale by no less ndemu molati mi alon ko I want to play with right banko nyi ntel bejane 2016 ngalon ne nim poma perden beji banko kan how many years ma ala ko harje nga funtile bar nga tamo tane for decade but ngamen jeten bi ay ni ko ya bake nga kuma jamal le moy jamena lon ko tiranye ni ko yati be même fola banko dingole brinna kanko bundal bank momo be place on dukare ne information ala investigate right now ko kanyeten kunun ko ambara radio to and then nga most of the funding kelem I need to investigate kata ajube mune mala langirul dalti adu wo be mu fennete mi alon kon telephone am be jadne comme ya fo nyamni platform on ke use ka diamu whatsapp group to facebook to amanke ko diamole diatanye nka kenyine kam pour nga na faso doje tonya nti mansakunda ala dokol fono bari weekend point wol fanam be je minalo ko ninata ya ne la tabulo kadne pour fana si karanje ne ata ko na si sorti fana tonya banko to katano ri mambam amma me nga Senegal la mansakunda je ka investigation ke mo la minalo pour wol lamu kaytol ya kama ye kaytol dada mo le kura banko di wol yike samba loi nyatel wala to munata tan la banko nata ko mi ngamel même agression men moy jambi tonya very disappointed na atrako wobe keri na nyimbanko kanne jankaje ko molbe janne ka multilimbali aka kayti furi mol foko ika mem foto bias expensive lo tinyatale mun atinya mangol la mollem because nga kala mda yafa nyame dole ko do jole dol to wonata nake adu masa kunana da ka clarify momo en podo jo damen tayi la podo dila and then be wol fanam fola Gambia di wol fanam ku kelim ben telephone ko no jang ngawbula wala bu ñinti ko kuyele kan iko aman jare nyawoto tani nabe mbata ila fego no from 20 years ya soto tubabol kaw kele ika mo no ma jay investigation for 20 years ay koto yena mari muta ya soro mo sita 40 years 60 years yena muta ya soro wala bante lamol mol gambero mbilifta mena doron wala mu sai ko ku de la sai ka mbatu wa jamfal andon most cases be wala katna kata police but ibe ko normal normal fo ni odanta dame ni fata lume na mare maki alasta konto bondi jana bara normal fo ni webo that is very mbew adress dira bare mfana ba Allah la jang any problem ni ya address ni banko kan ya soto dukare data ko banko wala ko lam akinya nan mbe diamula la andu ibaje la mba janjan la from the Facebook to from WhatsApp from anywhere any TikTok ibaje la jele and then be from now yalo nyi ndomo platform mo Sony FM na platform wala na pour ni dia wala na bin connectaje but mena fansum operation okelale mi alon gom fon be karna tajele andu ni be link la dame na diata ala yamoy
inshallah
so ne janni bit an laftale ku killing fenke pour alla man sakunda right now aisala protection o ana dingol be la fila wolale because kabrin lungo min nan tolning nying conversational starter noise leta kala dulato Don bella filale because ni hani imanta no personally se mo kinole ni aisa kuwa kuketa aisala ngalone nying game is a very dirty game especially ni gold ni diamond involved ni tata through YouTube ibela ikela mafia connection ojen barika tandala ko fanan via aware of it lafta aisa na dingona kema la protection ola because abe kenyi ninka kane lun jamale bina Gambia andong albe ya muy ala audio to janne abe what threaten kanne comme aba sorona live in jail ken ningo right soto le kana Gambia because ala muso na dingo le bije control nga right soto janyami so laftale ni ken ningo nata Gambia ay protection o soto je because British all wandi dingo lo ko sila ba biye be ñu Europe janyami kabringa ya jamme la kuolke ay kuolke Gambia kabra nata jay protection o soto le so it all be kala jamati mi mol mi yalon ko yes kamin ke mol la na flota ko mol kanaf iko mol te sila janka fo be pare ni ya fo yena ye soro fen kana ke aisa na dingola de mbe wole fole sila ba kala ko badda aisa bi do mako min kota ciosan min kalante wona do jodo to da hada wada ko welma mbe atula jele nga programme o continue nyin aisa fo fe ye hani ngoro so fa e kala dro nge wafi la dunia kono ni lafta nge wafi dunia kono jamano li ya jang ay sang nge wafi hollandeli ya because yeto to jele Gambia mbesiri imam fenno mola jam because itela evidence ole be lari mol block kono nge call ente fango yenna number block iman son ka pick fanta ye call iman so ini mol ye diam nge join call iman son ka call pick because lafta le diam tol fana ngeta fana na side of the story la moy nka ke wala nyaman tol buka finti doron kanana nka mola pro notalo addan kaltinya wo man fen soton tol bala wo man ken tol na fati banku do fu wala yambulindi mantara any party e jang Adama Barrow NPP UDP momo e couple manya na minkela mba falale because ntol be banku dingole jam balanta la nyine ati na fang nkam fango avoid in the political party to side because na do ku wala e wo nyininka bari banku din kuru nata jan mingela kwesoto mbakela ko di cheaters ka ke nyami comme other platform wol ka ke nyami ikabula ke wol ni musol temale inin hiding camera hanal ke la dami ka pintindi so mfana nga right soto le kan nyim platform o yele kabula criminal ol no ma Gambia mol mi yalon ko albe na banku dingol le tinyakan albe mun ko le wafikan na bankoto albe kukuru ngol le kekan altol dindingol min ka driftal ka albe na mol takila mballa ko kala jannente sila la alfa mala nte sila la albala nte sila la mola je because nko nga wuli nga banko do ku nga na yursol ma koy wala mun na sama alfalti so mba ko tula jele nga continue na programme pusi la ba sama te yalon ko aisa ala ko bebe mbulo kono le sayin nga la kestal mbe international loyal leta la purite pour danko do don wandi dingo niyo e kana e ka fay ko moro ko nyeten afoy la moro e ko support moro man fenne je Aisha Bala ilafta musona ke fata you guys are very intelligent musolu ngang hakilotu sometimes it can kemali ke manipulate
Aisha fango be diamlo ko wotole katu ko ka fa ke maile hakilotu comme bi ay you know ite ya long ay ke mani brainwash le no fo Aisha na fango tempa bu ke la moy maybe na Aisha so ay ko janni be Richard bin kola ha Sony Mr. Jam
nebula Aisha nebula ala ko conclude la ba conclude
komi o karola
Sister Fante yo moro from Mbato Aisha ipare.
Aisa
Aisha mbata ipare Sonny Bulai diam.
alkada men fote ngamira bele o moy nyola andu ngaji ki ko nan tanko bunda nyimbanko kan jan sila ba ma o sembo so da mo ray so do nyimbanko kan ka moki mo kan ke soto kata kuruka o mari men kala lifetime malla asi hanyo kala nyimbanko kan bayni aparan defam be janne de diam dale andu ngafo en nefa manda la do nadale muruta dan ko bombe dum batte wato lo kun tabdira ndara programme on leke je musaram right now be banjule purum darna radio to programme on so mbele be tarla mbe investigation o ke kan e was ndenga lon ne ko mote ko kan kunun tel ngam menje jam bi mbe jando so do kan ne adu asni muso e jando so do nyame ka ke protect la fulo an tafa ke we hana laftana la sama dugara la fo nyen tel be ta bon na camera to ya photo do baju international ya pot nga bondi je nga na camera ko ala porda ko andu mbay ame so la fanan tanko bunal kan tel la moyle on repasse mbay nga lon ne go ni platform be bebe gambe ja ibe jele platform be je tanko bunal be jele ande mbe wo fana inso di la le ko men yalon ko perda ko yamarla ya moyle mo bele ni audio moy yemen be pele jang kadamira mo ma moy bari malla sila ba fana si hani ate wo fansi amam amo miro fonso abe dame ba be mira kan sai abe kuyin ko setul la nyami but I don't think so he will go far away ka fo ko abe moska mala jim bango ka walla kata mo treten la korda ko any day mbe ngo soto let we all fight together ntel mem ndebe janne manta bango lawdula adu mbe bango ka hanis
Okay, Sonny. Oh shit, man. Sonde lafta damende fola je memu Gambia kola ambi was Gambia kola Adam Barrow masakuna criminal bijele bira minister bang amba police sukunda bang sojar kunda ba okay Sone FM kare ko masakunda tango bunda ke la ma sa lafta mina Gambia banko ka because Gambia banko ka mo man si choje mol man safe criminal siara je bake so president ma fasi ku ke me ala si mo fata kana mo fada mo fo mo wa mo fa bari mo kuria o mo fa yanda death penalty yanda face la ya jame minke before o yanda kala Gambia banko because Gambia kuno so ka siaje bake masa kunda mil be la ma kam wala ci la ma criminal siara Gambia wa furla siara ni wa furla mission siara Gambia kono bake do ke fan commande big manole hanes bu kete bulu e balu ka wande na flol la so Gambia mil be la ma kan tanko bunda bi be la ma kam minister bi be la ma ka alsimol Gambia don't protect ale mol protect because Gambia mol laftana la Gambia pour ka kukije bare man hani scamal siata bira visa side bank order land bank scamal siata be so the so police kunda fana special immigration kunda ndela wonen bita word because sedela ka kayto di foreigner la janne be kayto di la mola akisi kis yala mum mosi fam but jango don change out the 500 rek ya document no so ya dia and our document every countries neade asylum ka sia Europe jang more than 10 years mo be sirin de man kayto so because ikela ko kis de mo si fan so citizen or documents game document no akuma bakara masakuna mbada no fana na documents all alia over protect fana akanate alkadi mola special immigration kunda alsal hakilo to bakoto ala baraka ba
Ha, nga Aisha so idea mo bang please brother. Ha. Aisha yin sa diamo no Aisha. Jan mbeke ma call ha na.
Yeah. Wo more I mean from na Malayana fena.
Ha.
He is the worst because there was a time coming about a year he invite us where he was. Yeah, understanding that again. At the fan kumuliku, afiki maiko, whatever I discuss with him, let the man not hear it. As a moral. This person have to send me a message because just few months back, I confronted out of Senegal labang. He wanted to meet me. Okay, go well, I can go anywhere. Ni atrebe Gambia le, ni kema bijanu tenunga tangi jubi. Ako no. Ako ate se paso kinte no. Ntenga ta fo Senegal nka ente bedame ako nyahan ka kono le ben na mawo time fon soto so kom bita Senegal nga fo nke ma nkata Senegal jumaya what the man respond was muso itele ke fon sutura e ka kudol ke atare ke ma malo nke ma fon le telephone to le nyem voice wala je ando hanisa voice o ben ke ma bul Because my husband needed something, I couldn't go. Lafta fenne la pour ñu yem mako yalla because atebe malile. So say ite da mase dia because fulo le mate ite mu fulo. Nkai okay. So bravo fa nga telephone mo ninke ma nya falinta ko nyamene kata nkai ko. Ira ko le anan diam ta nyimpa bi but if not nte diam lai. Ako nyamene kata nkai yalla ni nyente sen min na ko nya. Nkai nyon ko ay paso kinte ngata ngata Senegal. Ite kanalo. Ako nya what the fuck? Fo mine nyimu tan nkai wallahi wala fanyi. Nka nu alfa le mala fika bulala wala ka disrespect o tandala. So the best thing nga block le fan na mobile wot because akatun call lale ha lafte jelale when ninata Gambia kumul mi ko it doesn't make sense as ite ko ite ka mol le ma ko yi ite symbole sota ngaje you know they wanted to put me because te nying fengu ko dala mbuka dunga ko na
mole yako
exactly.
So yeah, bari nga moya ba fly ko mole be dala yalo defa on nini wodi am.
Wala pabiti. Ye wo jere min kay ko somebody is against him and then blah blah. Kabrin tolta because they was den ke malafta jela. Atarate silaba fon tiji. Akonya aysan lafta nyim pabi jela because silaba atara passport dole din ke mala. Pour akwa be wolle mako la kata tubabu du. Passport natalol baby jere.
Ya kinya na nga
ko snap in case of tomorrow nga snap so akonya ko sa imbita nyinin kala nyinan lafta clarify like for abe possible la fata possible la ko nyanga ta sa kabrin tar je waya fongol tale nyinin ka fan but mo kilen ne bota wala mol ko ne tata fay ko kon tol tata pa bi nyin jele so yana harma dingo ni be kuriyale ka gilti junale atata pa bi nyin wali pa bi yemol kumande akomole ko alnana nata nkai kori kera akonya nte malo jumal tata ko silaba ya to nata kante jan akonya ko foka bringal nata le silaba ku fo jan nkai hani kai fo mina akonya ye wole faidi nkai man silaba ku kajaja nkai ma wal nata la hajola because amon flaka mo ite ma english mo ite french la mo wala nte sija wala ngala ko pa bi nyi ko ha nte mo kewolti ninte be minna mbokan na musubula kono nke ma fana ya jabe wakay ko hanta la musomo because she's a Gambian and ate damala se diam no can translate with other people because nka diam mo dole bukan na communication or understand through my tongue ate damala can understand kabiri wala rival